Okay. Wow. Kyle, are you gonna do your? Are you gonna do the video?
I already started it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know if we. Yeah. So just a quick recap. We are basically like right outside. I think we ended right outside the Great Hall. I think like right outside the doors.
Professor, yeah.
Yeah, you guys had just come from the Oracle's Temple. It was just kind of a short little quick. I'll open the map again. Accidentally just splashed coffee on the laptop screen. We were here. Oh wait, hold on. I have to bring you guys over here. We were here.
There
Yeah, so you guys were on that little pink dot, and you. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Just go back to. Maybe I'll read you the description again of Pythor's palace. So we are in the king's palace. They've just taken you down this whole palace is just like built into the side of this mountain. Sort of like the whole city is like nestled in between these cliffs. You come through the southern gate. They brought you like down a winding street, up a hill, past the central agora, up to the right, and then there's just this big like palace built right into the side of the cliff, and it's got these big, huge windows, these big glass windows, and they just let in all this sunlight, but it still seems fairly gloomy inside the palace. Then walking through, you see all these extravagant tapestries with this large, extremely muscled, bearded man, like defeating all these monsters and just like killing centaurs and destroying armies and cyclops and all this different stuff. But like at a certain point, they sort of just stop, and then there's a lot of blank space on the walls for the last like 20 feet up to the door. Well, more than that. For the last approach to the door. And so, yeah. Now, the guard captain that's been leading you kind of nods to one of his men, waves to the door, and they swing open the door. And just the first thing you hear when they swing open this door is just the clash of metal on rock. And you just hear like clanging and like slurred yelling. And as the door gets open, these captain kind of waves out these attendants, and they just kind of amble on out of the great hall, kind of whispering to each other, and he kind of ushers you in. And moving in, after the room is emptied, the guard captain closed the door behind him, and you can see just the king himself wearing his crown, like sort of lopsided on his head, this huge bearded man, a little bit of a pot belly, but still extremely muscular. Like think Fat Thor, but not quite as fat. And he's like just got this magnificent spear, and he is just sitting there drunkenly wailing on the statues in his palace, just yelling and try to take me on, will you? Like whacking these statues. And then as soon as the door closes, he just kind of literally just drops the spear and just collapses into his throne and puts his head in these massive hands and just kind of starts sobbing.
Dear
He
God.
doesn't even seem to have noticed you yet.
Look around a little bit, make sure this is our guy.
As you're doing that, Kyra, kind of walks up to him. She just walks straight up to him, and just as she's walking up, he sort of lifts his head up. He opens his mouth as if he's about to say something, and she just slaps him across the face.
Like,
She says, "Whatever your problems are, drowning yourself in wine will not solve them." She says, "You have a duty to serve your people in these dark times. The swallowing does no one any good." And he just kind of hangs his head shamefully. "What can I do? The oath of peace binds my hands. And now the Titans conspire to steal away my precious daughter, Honora." He just kind of continues to sob.
Come up and stand at Harry's shoulder and just like whispering, like, "This is he always like this?"
You said that to Kyra?
Yeah, trying to get it. Like, I'm hoping that Arthur doesn't notice me say it.
Yeah, so she just kind of turns to you and not with any of the same caution, just goes, "My brother is a strong man, but a terrible king. And he spends far too much time drinking these days." And he just kind of looks at her with tears in his eyes and says, "What can I do?" And he says a blasted order of Sidon has ordered my daughter to be sacrificed. They're going to chain her to the rock.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
And, well, anything chained to the rock disappears after in the morning.
What do you mean disappears? Like poof, gone? Or
I've never wanted to I've never wanted to legitimize the order by watching the proceedings, but it's certainly more like they get eaten. Sacrificed.
Is there a reason they've chosen your daughter for this?
They claim Sidon has demanded it.
But surely you're a deity as well. Surely you can protect your own child. Like, how did they get a hold of her?
I have her. She's locked in the dungeon. Unfortunately, my daughter is quite honorable. She knows as well as I do that if she does not submit to the order, the centaurs and cyclops surrounding the city will certainly attack. The oath of peace prevents me from direct action. And then he kind of starts like rubbing his chin and beard and says, "But perhaps you can aid me."
We've only done like 3 minutes, guy. You want us to save your daughter?
Something must be done. The order needs some kind of appeasement. You could try to persuade them to choose another sacrifice. I have the last of the royal oxen available, 50 oxen, but I know that they'll want another human, but I can't bring myself to suggest anyone.
Well, perhaps we know that the Order of Sidon has been a bit of a pain for us as well. They've gotten in the way of a number of things and proven themselves to be our enemies as regards the Oracle. So perhaps we could help you out. Let me speak to my companions first.
Please, I beg you to help me.
My
daughter is the only person I've ever truly cared for.
How much time do we have to save your daughter? Is the sacrifice supposed to take place?
They'll sacrifice her on the next full moon. Roughly 4 days.
Okay, you could have said that.
Hey, fuck you. I've gone through it. planned out all the moon phases for this campaign, so fuck you.
I appreciate it.
I have a full calendar. You guys, it's currently October 10th, 9 p.m. So fuck you.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, we accept to help save your daughter. Can we at least have some time to rest up and guess recuperate from our travel?
So we've been through a lot recently.
Unfortunately, I would offer you my own royal chambers, but the bastards, the Order of Sidon, have taken up lodgings. I have one room available. I don't know that would be wise.
Oh, how nice is your room?
No, not my room, but my royal side chambers.
That sounds nice. How nice is it?
Well, currently there's only one unoccupied, and it has 3 beds in it.
I'll sleep in the corner.
But I would be more than happy to send word down to the local inn to provide you with lodging at the royal expense.
I will not be sleeping with the peasantry. I'm gonna pull out my.
Yeah, no, we're sleeping in this royal side chamber you got.
I'm gonna pull out my scroll of pedigree.
Where did you get that?
Because I'm my noble background.
You just have a scroll of pedigree with you at all times. Grimlow has a scroll of pedigree with it.
And my signet ring.
It's pretty official.
Okay. I'll let you have this, but I find it unlikely that Grimlow would not have sold his signet ring already.
Hey. Hey. Listen. I haven't sold it yet. I was planning on it, but
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he just says, well, as I said, you're more than welcome to the unoccupied side guest chamber. But there are only 3 beds available.
I make my way to the side guest chamber. Actually, no, I turn around. I ask, where is the side guest chamber?
Wait. No. You're not even royalty. You go sleep with the fucking peasants, bitch.
No, I am royalty. For all you know, I'm royalty.
We've sworn an oath of companionship. We should sleep together wherever we sleep. Safer for us.
Okay, okay, I don't know about you, Rasmus, but I ain't sleep in the same bed. Yeah, that's what I thought.
No,
so where's this side chamber you have here?
It's down the hall, back out the door you came through, to the left. But I want your word that you will help me in any way you can.
Yep.
Seems fair to me.
I
an agreement.
Put out my hand for a handshake.
You what?
I offer a handshake I say, I promise I will help save your daughter.
He stands up, and you can now tell that he's easily like a good, very muscular 6'4", like 280.
Whew.
So he reaches out his huge hand and just grabs it in yours and shakes it very enthusiastically. He says, "Excellent.
2 will help you."
I'll have them.
Or
What?
2 will help you, Pythor. But if I may inquire quickly, why does the peace treaty hold you back but allow them to kill your daughter still?
Well, they act much in the same way I hope you will. Sidon uses the Order of Sidon as his pawns to carry out his will. I cannot interfere with them directly, and my soldiers are spread thin as it is, protecting from the marauding Cyclops and Centaurs. They've already starved out the city, and there's not much I can do.
The Cyclops and Centaurs did, or Sidon did?
The Cyclops and Centaurs have been marauding in the lowlands to the north of here in the steppes. They've stopped many merchants and caravans from coming into the city.
All right.
I imagine they're likely working in conjunction.
How many
Yes, I would
how many
imagine so
members
as well.
of the Order Sidon are here?
Hold on a second. Sorry. No. Yeah.
Slap it.
Is that
Sorry, my cat was eating something he's not supposed to. What?
Slap him.
I did not slap him. I clapped.
It sounded like a
I did not slap him.
I didn't realize. I didn't
It
realize you
sounded
had
like
a
a hard
cat.
bitch slap.
I didn't realize that we had a cat. I thought you were talking to your girlfriend like that.
Yeah, no. Hold on a
Yeah.
second.
I was like, Jesus
I'm playing
Christ.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Leave me alone, woman. Wow. Oh God.
No, I just clapped. He was eating stickers.
November ain't over yet.
I'll show you a picture. He's hiding now.
Oh,
Okay, continue with what you were gonna say.
So how many members of Sidon are in this kingdom? Or in this how many members of
Currently-
Sidon are here?
Currently in the city, the Order has sent Commander Gaius and 7 of his knights to
So it's
oversee
8?
the sacrifice. Yes, their
I like
headquarters
those
is in
odds.
the city of Mitros.
Hmm.
I warn you though, Gaius is not a pushover, and he has the full blessings of Sidon, whatever those gifts may manifest as.
Where's your daughter being held?
I've had her put into the dungeons, as she'll more than gladly sacrifice herself to save the city, and I cannot have that.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm gonna go rest up. I'm feeling a little hurt right now. I need to get some of those hit
We
points back.
haven't eaten all day.
But are you sure you would not like a round to celebrate?
Great idea.
Yeah.
oh,
Kinda
let me
stumbled.
be.
God damn it! You're
I don't
getting
do that.
Kind of
fuck.
stumbles off to a side room that's like in the back, sort of
Grimla,
like
you don't need a drink.
northwestern corner of the hall, and he kind of like pulls out this big ring of keys and
Fuck.
unlocks this room and just kind of stumbles in and rolls out this entire barrel of wine.
Oh,
Just
hell
kind of
yeah.
like lifts it up and sets it on his throne and just kind of knocks the I don't know what that thing's called. The little,
table?
the the little,
Chair.
the drippy thing,
Stool.
the spigot, whatever you want to call it.
Spigot.
The bung?
Did you say bong?
Bung. B-U-N.
Like dung.
It's where the term bunghole comes from.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, we'll go with that. He knocks open the water, the spigot wholly. He opens the spigot wholly and just starts like putting his head under it and drinking from it as
Oh.
it kind of just pours out onto his beard.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm gonna go to the side chamber.
I'm gonna do the same.
I'll slightly decline as well. I do not drink. And I will,
After he's had his fill, he kind of stumbles and turns it to Grimlow.
All right, Asher. Looks like you gotta be looking after this one.
I go up and stand right behind Grimlow, and as soon as he finishes, I put my head under as well.
Fuck.
Damn it.
As you guys are drinking, Pythor's like throwing his hand in the air, going, "Heroes, heroes, heroes, heroes."
I'll turn to Sire and say, if you'd like to, leave and head over to the room, I can keep an eye on these more.
No. No, you can go. I'll stay and watch after these two.
All right.
It's fine.
Pythor,
Sure.
Pythor is now like pretty blasted, and he's just like stumbling. He was already drunk, and now he's like blasted, and so he's just stumbling around, and he goes, "Would you like to see something cool?" And he stumbles over, and he's behind his throne.
Yes.
Into just this pile of like weapons and armor, and just kind of pushes them all out of the way, and he holds up this giant bronze hammer. He goes, I killed many cyclops with this hammer. This is my holy hammer. He kind of says it with a wink and a stumble.
Did our
This is
weapons?
now What?
Did our weapons get taken when we showed up?
No, they didn't take your weapons.
All right, I'm gonna pull out my halberd.
Fuck. Don't make this a
And
defensive
I'm gonna be like,
shit.
do you want to see
Holy-
something even cooler? Look at this.
I'm about
This
to
is
freeze
made
these
of
motherfuckers.
steel. You people probably haven't seen something like this in ages. And guess what? Just the other day, I ran it up some dude's butthole.
I ran my hammer up many arseholes in my time.
Yeah, but did you run it up the butthole of a big old boar?
Whoa! I'll drink to that. And he throws himself back under the barrel.
Oh shit, my roll 20 crashed.
Like, if you just turn to Kyrie real quick and be like, perhaps we could retire and let your brother settle down a little bit.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Come with me. So,
Turn to
yeah.
Grimlow and Asher and say, I'm sure that the alcohol will still be here when we're done, but it's been a very long night, and I would like to.
So
Alright, I'm just gonna take my helmet out of my bag because I'm wearing the floppy hat, and I'm just gonna scoop it full of wine and walk away.
I might go up to Asher and be like, come on, buddy. I think it's time we go get some rest.
Just one moment, and then I put my head back under the spigot.
Fuck.
Stay there for like a solid
Here,
like
Rose.
6 seconds, just
here,
doing
Rose.
that.
Here, Rose.
6
And I kind
seconds.
of cough
that's
and
some
sputter
pussy
it out as it kind of like just dribbles down my chin and shirt that earlier.
Pythor is like leaning against his throat. He says, "Don't worry. I'll drink enough for the 5 of us."
shit. Fuck. My cat.
Sure you will, my lord.
I
believe we'll be
started
retired.
again, but it stopped. Holy shit. Okay, it's gonna be a lot more than a gigabyte.
Is it already a ton?
So I had it going for 20 minutes and then it stopped by itself and it says it's at 1700 megabytes.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It might not work because even if you just take the 1 hour Planet Zoo video and you multiply that by 3.5, that's like 17 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So like maximum storage space you can have on Google Drive is like 15 gigabytes.
Okay. Do you want me to keep it going then? Or you want me to just end it?
No, you don't need to. I don't think.
We'll have to just. Someone will have to practice and get good enough to draw like important parts of the stories out.
If I had time. But
Great. So yeah, I
Anyways.
grab Asher by the arm and I
Put my arm around Grimlow's shoulders,
Guide him
companionably, and just kind of
to the
drag him
sledgehammer.
towards the room.
all right.
It's like,
So yeah, you guys, as you leave, Pythor is still going strong. He's probably drained the barrel by now. And you guys step back out into the sort of entrance hall. And the attendants are all there just kind of gossiping. And one of them, upon you guys leaving, leads you to this room off to the side that's not like a huge room. Let me see how big it is. Can't remember off the top of my head.
How you doing, Asher? You doing alright?
And then it's all over Sire now.
You what?
Yeah, I'm sorry. And then I just
Alright. It's just keep your mouth shut.
It's like a small, like 25 by 20 room. Really just a room for beds. And it's got these 3, just fairly standard, like wooden frame beds. And then the head attendant has a couple others bring in a mattress to put on the floor and some furs.
Rasmus, you want to go ahead and lay Grimlow down on the bed?
yep, I'll go to one of them.
That's pretty sensual.
Okay. I lay Asher down the same bed as Grimlow.
Hey. No.
No,
Listen, I'm the
you're
reason why we're
intoxicated,
sleeping
motherfucker. You're tired.
Barely. That's
No,
not
no
even, I didn't
shit.
even take any mushrooms. I'm sleeping in my own bed. I
Holy
swear to
shit.
God.
You may also
I
be like,
am-
I don't need to sleep. I'm just going to meditate for 4 hours. I can.
Neither does Sire. Listen here. I have actually killed people for less than this. Like
Well,
an
I'm not a person.
astounding number of entities for less than a sleeping space.
But Asher's gonna get cold. He needs someone to keep him. And I
Well,
can't keep him
buddy.
warm with my metal. He needs flesh.
That's
I
unfortunate.
use a produce flame and like kind of light my arm on fire. I'm like,
They were like
perfectly
on
fine,
fire.
sire.
I casually light my arm on fire.
Fuck. I
I'm
start,
asleep in my own bed.
start trying to pat his arm. Like, no, don't fucking do that. Don't, not here, not here. This isn't the time. Okay, I guess I'll just go sit in the corner. I'll sit by the door, but in the way, so like if the door opens towards me.
So it just hits you.
The door hits
Right
you when it
there.
opens? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, is it like would it hit me or would it like form a little box around me?
The door isn't. What?
Like sometimes,
Al, you're like a 7-foot robot.
if the door, I'm actually 5'10". Thank you very much.
Oh
But
wow, you're a midget, Warforged.
Dude, I'm bigger than you. Wait, no, I'm not.
you're a fucking dwarf.
Yeah,
You
that
tell me you're
doesn't sound right.
5'10".
It doesn't sound right at all.
I'm 5 foot, but 220 pounds.
Grimlow's like Danny DeVito height.
Grimlow
Okay, no,
is just
I'll just go.
Danny DeVito.
I'll just go sit in the corner, and I'll start my sentry's rest.
I will once make sure Asher and Grimlow are both like have figured out where they want to sleep and have their own beds. I will turn to Kyra if she's still there.
No, she has left by now.
She's left. All right. Well, if she's gone,
Yeah.
then I will just, seeing as the other bed is available and it seems pointless to waste it, I will sit down on top of the mattress, cross my legs, and go into my train.
Are there stones or like little pebbles
Wow,
on the
cross
floor?
your legs, girl. Is
like the floor? Is a stone like in the floor? Like, is it perfect?
It's sort of like a cobbled stone floor.
So could I pick out like a couple little stones and just like flick them over at Sire?
I mean, you'd have to like chisel them out.
Fuck! I swear, if you keep us by chiseling all night, I'm gonna kick someone's ass.
No, I'll just go sleep.
Okay, so yeah, settled in, finally figuring out some sleeping arrangements. You guys just finally catch some good rest. But we have some dreams.
Whoa.
Find it real quick though.
Who's messing with the drill?
Kyle probably. Kyle drilling his ass.
Oh, why are you messing with the vibrator right now?
So yeah, you guys, you have pretty restful sleep for a while. You know, nice dreams. Grimlow dreaming about nice little tiny women. Sire dreaming about like drills and stuff, and Rasmus dreaming about trees. I don't know.
Lady Thylia.
And Asher dreaming about fire. And but then like everything just kind of goes dark in your dream, and you just hear this woman's voice from the darkness around you, and it's like one you haven't heard yet. She just says, "So, your great quest begins. Off to become heroes, are you? Mortals are so very proud." And you finally can see this light sort of in the darkness, and it just illuminates what slowly kind of is revealed to be this just sad, pathetic old man who's been hogtied, just like laying on the ground struggling. And the voice says again, "Look at this one. He's falling to pieces. Joints stiff, skin slack, teeth gone. The life is practically dripping out of him." And then the shadow falls across the old man, and he starts flinching and squirming, and panicking as something gets closer that you can't see. She says, yes, his sad mortal life is leaking away. But I wonder what will happen to his soul. He starts thrashing against his restraints, just screaming into his gag, and then a knife descends, and you just immediately awaken from the nightmare. All of you, just completely bathed in sweat. Even Hunter and Sire that don't normally sleep.
Whoa.
Wait, you said I was asleep?
You weren't asleep, but you did sort of have this dream.
Like a daydream.
Huh.
And I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
All
I
right.
don't want instant death again. Yeah. No instant death, boy.
Do I?
Oh, God!
Oh. What? Do I get to
God,
know
you're
what?
one dumb fuck.
What do we
Just
got?
out of curiosity, is
Very
this
wise.
like,
Okay.
18. Okay. What was
is it against
that?
something that? Is it against something that's getting
Curiosity?
charmed? Does my Fey ancestry help us at all, or no?
What is your Fey ancestry again?
Advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put me to.
Can't be
Curiosity.
charmed and magic can't put you to sleep. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
same with me. I
advantage
can't be put to sleep due to magic or anything.
I
Okay.
have advantage on saving throws against charm. Just curious if I would get advantage. Or
So
if
it's
that's
not
at
that.
all.
You were not put to sleep. It was like a vision, more or less. Hold on, I have to open this real quick. So 16, 8, 18, -1.
You're not white.
Just go 0 on that one. Or it's a 1, a nat 1. Okay. Well, it's not your fault. You just rolled a nat 1.
I still appreciate the damage.
I think that's the third or fourth time that I've rolled a nat 1 on a wisdom save.
Yeah, I think it has happened a couple times.
I'm good at wisdom saves. I just rolled a 4.
Where is the section I'm looking for? Should have opened this beforehand. There we go. Okay, so each of you guys roll me a d again, because that's 4 failures.
Roll what?
A d. Actually, no. Roll a d100.
Ooh.
What
Wait,
the fuck?
we all failed? What happens?
Roll me a d100.
And we all failed.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what if we all
55.
get
You guys
permanently...
all failed.
Yeah, that's like my magic number right there. 5-5. Woo.
54! Oh no!
37, 55, 86, 54.
So
Okay,
it's a low one for me.
so sort of as you guys all come out of this vision, Rasmus, you become frightened, and you just have to use whatever action you have to just flee. And you are just completely frightened of anything around you. And all you can see everywhere you look is that old man. When you look at Sire, you just see the old man. And when you look at Grimlow, you just see the old man with the knife just plunging into him. And then Sire, you just become enraged, and you
Fuck.
see the hand wielding the knife at any of the people around you. So anytime you see someone around you, it's just that hand holding the knife, and it's plunging down at you, and you just become enraged at the sight of it.
Anyway, I just started blasting.
The same goes for you, Grimlow. And then Asher, you just are completely like frozen. It's like sleep paralysis. you come out of that trance and you just cannot move.
Okay, are you saying that like I see them trying to stab me with a knife, or I just see a hand with a knife?
You see them trying to stab you with the knife, and their hand looks like the hand in the vision.
And I'm enraged. I'm about to
And this
fuck some
chaos
shit up.
just kind of goes on for a couple minutes as you guys just kind of smack at each other and run away, and Ben just kind of lays comatose on the bed.
Back in the far corner and raise my shield.
Yeah, but it gradually passes, and you guys regain control of your senses after.
Was that a
minute.
long rest?
Yeah, that was a long rest. You still get the benefits.
Oh, by the way, I
Just
still don't know how to fix my spell slots thing.
You still don't know how to fix your spell slots?
No, I don't know why it still says 4 total slots when I should have 2.
Okay.
Unless did it? No, it should just be 2.
It should just be 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
I tried fixing it. I'll make sure just to second level
Oh, wait, no.
spell slots. Yeah, 2
Oh,
first level spell slots.
Okay. Did that fix it? Yes,
Yep.
it did.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay. I'm
Slowly
gonna go and
my
choose
shield.
my spells for the day.
Okay.
Wait, I say. Slowly lower my shield and look around. That is disturbing. Did you all see what I did?
I don't know. Did they?
Don't know.
Well, I don't know. What did you see?
see?
I ain't a fucking mind reader.
Strange image. Old man, bound, gagged, brutally murdered. This woman and her voice just narrating the entire thing was disturbing.
Because I did see that too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got to.
Hmm.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Turn your vibrator on.
I love that Danny DeVito Wolverine.
That's a good point. Slowly return to the bed that I was at and kneel back down. It's about, I guess. I think anybody's going back to sleep after.
But yeah, it's about like 7:30 in the morning now.
Hurry.
And the sun is just kind of starting to. Well, I guess it actually by now has been up for a decent amount of time. Yeah.
Whoa.
What would you like to do?
Holy shit, who's that? I'm gonna go. I wanna go find. Okay? I might be bad with names. Was it King Polyphemus?
Whoa,
Python.
Pythor.
Pythor. Holy shit. Okay, Pythor.
You
I
went
wanna go
straight to
talk
like
to.
ancient Greek myth.
Yeah.
Polyphemus.
I wanna go talk to him and see if I can talk to his daughter.
Okay. So you're gonna go back into the Great Hall?
Yeah.
So stepping back into the Great Hall, you can see that Pythor ultimately did not leave the spot that you guys saw him in last night. There's like 2 more barrels out, just empty, kind of laying on the ground, and he's just kind of collapsed on his throne, the crown pulled over his eyes, asleep.
I try to shake him awake.
You just shake him awake.
Hey guy. Yeah.
So you kind of shake him, and he just.
Okay, I whisper into his ear, "Where's your daughter?" Daughter. Fuck. Whatever. I look to see if there's anyone else around.
Yeah, there's a couple
Can we find
attendants
Pyro?
off to the side,
I go to the
kind of
tenant.
keeping an eye on him.
Could you show me where the dungeons are?
Why would you want to see something like that?
I wish to speak with King Pythor's daughter.
Oh, the Princess Honora. Yes, right this way. And so he kind of strolls across the hall. He's like making light footsteps. You're like, "Doo, doo, doo, doo," and leads you back over to this small door in the corner. And you go down this spiral staircase. You just kind of hit this dark room, this long dark hall, lined on both sides with prison cells, with 2 cells at the end. And he leads you to the cell at the end, and you can see this beautiful young woman, kind of dignified, just sitting in this chair that's in there. And
Hello,
he says,
princess.
"My Princess Honora, this is..."
Sire.
He is one of the Oracle's heroes. And then she says, "Thank you, Duncan. Please leave us." And he kind of gives a little bow and steps back and
It
goes
starts
back
to
up the
grow.
stairs.
Um,
2016, dude.
she's off block. So, your father hired us to help get you out of this little sticky predicament you're in.
I'm in no such predicament. I will do what must be done for my people.
But is it what must be done? Is there no other way?
Not that I can see.
Have you tried another way?
I'm not a fighter like my father. My father's hands are tied. The Order of Sidon holds all the cards.
Have you tried to convince them about getting like a different sacrifice, or are you just taking it like whatever?
On my honor, I'm taking it.
Damn, she is taking the dick.
Okay, come on, dude.
I mean, we're gonna try to help get you out of this, but we're gonna need your help if it's gonna work.
I refuse to do anything that will jeopardize the safety of the people of Estoria.
Holy shit. Okay. Listen here. It sounds like you and your dad have not tried anything other than just accepting this only option as the way to deal with the Cyclops and Centaurs. I'm calling bullshit. There has to be another way. And if you're not gonna help us, it's just gonna make it that much harder. But I promise you, you're not gonna die.
I can give you any information you need, but I will not take any action. If this means my death, then so be it.
Holy
And
shit!
my
All you do is
father is not a diplomat. My father is a warrior.
fuck, this is like a
He's a
classic
great
French
warrior,
shit.
but
Okay,
he is
I
not a
get your
great
father's a
king.
warrior. He shows the holy hammer last night. Wherever that was. Okay, yeah, I understand he's a great warrior. Okay, I'm gonna need to know a few things. First, this general of the the names again. What's his fucking name?
The Order of
Uh,
Gaius.
Sidon, Commander
Order of
Gaius.
Commander Gaius. What can you tell us about him? Or what can you tell me about him?
Are any of us with Sire at the moment?
I don't know. Did you guys go with him?
I was going to head off looking for Pyro, but if I saw him head into the dungeon, I guess I would have followed.
Okay.
Would have followed as well.
Okay.
I
Oh
did
no, I
not.
just got a little train going. Okay.
so now
Okay.
so now everybody's there.
I didn't.
They all just appear out of thin air.
Standing in the
What can you
background,
tell
like
us
an arm.
about Commander Gaius?
He's completely loyal, a zealot, really, to Sidon. He's not
You're
necessarily an evil man, but he is endlessly loyal, no sense of humor.
and they are claiming that you were chosen from Sidon, but
Yes.
or
They claim it's the word of Sidon.
Sidon. How long have they been here?
Only a few days.
I must step away for a moment, give the other two a chance to talk.
Is there any way for you to confirm that this is in fact the will of Sidon, or is this just what his men have told you? It
I
seems
do
awfully
not.
convenient.
I do not consult with Sidon.
Did not imagine you did, but is there a way? Has he a temple in the city, or somewhere else we may seek him out? Or seek out somebody who would know?
Pythor has prevented any effort at building a temple to Sidon in the city, and so far he's been
Respectable.
successful.
That is highly respectable. If there is no way of confirming this, then there's also no way for his men to prove that it is in fact Sidon's word. For all we know, they're very conveniently doing something to throw off and harm the leadership of this city while it is in a time of great crisis. No.
I'm afraid you are correct, but again, the Order holds all the cards here. Whether
Well,
it is the true will of Sidon or not is Gaius's word.
Then perhaps we'll just have to pull the rug out from beneath.
And how do you plan to do this?
Well, first it would perhaps behoove us to speak with him and learn more of his intentions in person. I presume your father mentioned he's staying somewhere within this castle, so I presume we can manage that.
Yes.
From there, you and your father know this city far better than I. Is there anything at all you can think of? Anything that anywhere we might go to look for answers, to look for something that might give us an edge over them? Because if it comes down to it, we do not want to let you down. In fact, we have sworn to your father that we will not. So I would very much prefer it does not come down to violence, but it seems to be the case more and more often.
I don't know what you could do to prevent this from happening, but I'm sure you could speak with Pythor's father, my grandfather, Vulcan, at the blacksmith. I don't know what aid he can provide, but hopefully maybe some wisdom, at least. Similarly, at the Dragon Shrine in town, Aesop may be able to help.
Who is
But
that?
again, as far as solid advice, not necessarily anything more.
I have a single thought I'd like to put past you. Do you know the specifics of what they've ordered? Have they ordered for you to die, or just for you to be chained at the spot where individuals go to die?
They have ordered for me to be chained at the Rock of Esther on the night of the full moon, and anyone chained at the Rock of Esther is dead by the morning. But those are the terms of the deal.
Have you ever heard of any rumors as to why the people disappear?
I have never seen for myself, and most people are too afraid to watch, but I have heard that it's some kind of great, this is silly, but some kind of great snake that comes through the river, turns them to stone, and eats them. Whether that's true, I know not.
I'm going to just.
But there is a sacrifice. There is a sacrifice held nightly, mostly with just cows, but I'm afraid in several days it will be myself.
Thank you, Melody. Could you give us just a moment to confer?
Of course.
I'll pull Sire and Usher aside. So, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know what you're thinking. Don't
Again,
read
we're not
minds.
migrators.
We're having
Yeah,
this issue
fuck.
consistently. This
You
is
stop
seriously
asking.
a problem. Get inside my head already.
Gay.
So, it appears that we might have a way to perhaps fulfill our deal with Lord Pythor and save his daughter without making further enemies of the Order or dealing with this Commander Gaius. If what she says is true, and there is a creature such as that is...
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you over this.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh my.
See, the best part is that, like, that's completely in character for Grimlow. So Grimlow's just down there loudly blowing his nose at everyone trying to discuss this.
My
Good.
plan, or my thought is, perhaps since we have 4 days to do this, and there is a sacrifice nightly, we could go down to this rock and hide and view one of these sacrifices and see if the rumors are true and there is a creature. And if
What if we
that's the
just kill
case,
the creature?
exactly. If that's the case, we could allow the lady to be chained and fulfill her deal with the Order of Sidon, fulfill exactly the terms of what they say has to be done, and then kill the creature when it comes. And if
So you're
she's
telling
found
me-
alive in the morning, she has complied, the Order of Sidon can do no more to her,
So you
and
tell
we'll
me
have fulfilled our deal with Pythor.
we go scout on sacrifice, see a giant snake that's supposed to eat the sacrifice, kill the snake, hide the snake's body, have her get chained up, wait to make sure that nothing does eat her. In the morning when they see that she's still alive, it's just a win-win.
Well, I'm not sure what they would do in the morning, but all that is required of her, all that they have publicly announced as being required of her, is to be chained there. They've said nothing of what would happen if she didn't die.
Alright. I'm down for this.
But you don't think that killing the snake creature would anger Sidon?
No,
I
fuck
think
him.
that we've already angered Sidon by killing and imprisoning his priests and slaying the hag that he sent to kidnap his daughter.
Why would we care further if we angered their or more?
What was that?
Why would we care if we angered their order more if we've already killed them and
This is also a fair argument.
I suppose we could just outright defy their order. I think it's just
So let's
we
think
have
about
a
this.
chance to do much. I
Kill-
think we have a chance to do much more good here.
Kill 8
If we
guys,
kill-
one of who is a commander that is said to be very, not necessarily very threatening, but very stubborn and
Imposing.
resilient, or fight a giant snake.
The way I see it,
I say we
can
do the
kill-
snake.
Think about all the
I
cool
say-
shit we could get.
Yeah, I'm like, the snake
Also-
sounds a lot.
just consider, if we kill the 8 men, they'll just send 8 more men from the order. If we kill this snake, we stop them from sacrificing innocents for perhaps decades to come. That's the much greater good.
Damn, that's a really good point. All right,
Are we in agreement
I'm all
then?
for killing the snake.
Let's kill a snake.
I think it's the right thing to do as well. We should scout it out tonight first then. We have 4 days to work with.
should. I also think that we should investigate the other oracles' prophecy things.
Yes, we should look into that as well. Very eager to see where this is, but there is an innocent life at stake right now that I'm also very worried.
We're all in agreement.
Yeah, we're all in agreement.
I believe we are.
What are you guys up to now? What are you guys gonna do?
Well, what time is it?
Still in the morning.
It's
What
still
time?
pretty early in the morning. It's probably like 8 in the morning now.
So we
We
have
have
to
a lot-
wait till
I guess
tomorrow
that's
night.
not early, but
No, it was gonna
Oh.
be 4 days. We still have 3 more days.
And we have. She said there was going to be a sacrifice tonight that we could look into just to scout it out and see what we're up against. So,
All right, I'm
We
gonna
should figure out
go
where the rock
down
is.
to the blacksmith.
I'm gonna try and go find Kyra.
Okay.
I'm going to join Asher.
I'll
Okay.
go around the town.
you're just gonna kind of stroll around town.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. Who wants to go first?
Okay.
Oh,
Think
let's-
Andrew, since he called it.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Andrew, you gonna ask for directions to the blacksmith or anything? It's not. You probably find it without. But.
Okay. Then I'll just find it out.
So yeah, just coming back out of the palace and just kind of walking around for something that looks like a blacksmith. You can kind of see the smoke rising from by the agora, which is like the central marketplace for the city. Coming down coming down the hill away from the palace and sort of into this bustling marketplace towards the center of town where the smoke is rising. You finally narrow it down to this large building, which is almost like its own little castle. It's got these big fortified stone walls and a shingle roof. There's just this sign hanging from the heavy bronze banded doors that reads Vulcan's Hall.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go in.
Right, so as soon as you pull open the door, there's just this blast of hot air, and it reminds you of home. As these warm embers kind of float through the air, and there's just like this oppressive heat in the air. And there's just these rows and rows of bronze armors and weapons and farming tools, even just any kind of metal, as well as some other like very strange pieces that don't, some of them almost look like animal legs and like bodies, but made out of metal. And there's just piles and piles of metal scraps all around the room. And you can just see this sort of really like weathered looking dwarf with black gray streaked hair and a monocle just sitting at an anvil at the blistering forge. And he just kind of sees you come in and wipes the sweat from his brow. He just kind of lifts his eyes up and looks at you, kind of lifts his head in acknowledgement, and then goes back to work on this sword that he's currently pounding with his hammer.
Wait, so he's just ignoring me?
He gave you a nod.
Okay.
You sound hurt.
Man, yeah, that's kind of mad. So I'm trying to think. Wait, did we say? Did she say something about the blacksmith earlier?
Yeah.
Did.
What'd you
Her
say?
grandfather told me.
Well, which person?
The person, the girl in the dungeon,
Yeah, so this is her grandfather and Pythor's father.
and she said he knows more about the order.
She said he might be able to offer more advice, but she didn't really know for sure.
I'm gonna. Is there like a place to sit down nearby where he's working?
Any place to sit down is covered in metal scraps and like sword handles and battered helmets.
Okay, well then I'll just kind of stick my pike into kind of poke it in the ground and then just lean on, kind of use it to lean on. And then I'm gonna ask him about I'm gonna ask him about the captain guy.
So what are you gonna ask him?
I'm just gonna ask, do you know anything about him?
So he just kind of doesn't even stop hammering. Nope. But as he is hammering, he sort of sees your halberd, and he looks up and sees the steel. He goes, "Oh, steel. Good stuff. Not as good as adamantine, but better than this blasted bronze." He kind of holds the sword that he's been working on and just throws it off to the side and grabs something else and starts working on it.
Well, it's funny you would say that, because I happen to have quite a lot of steel, you could say. And I'd be willing to give it to you in trade.
Trade for?
Perhaps some better armor.
Nothing's better than steel, except for mithril.
Yeah, well, I just have chainmail. I was hoping to maybe start upgrading my outfit a little bit.
And this kind of piques his interest. And upgrade how? He finally stops hammering and gives you some attention.
I'm thinking. And nothing. I was thinking, but nothing. All right. Well, I'm gonna pull out my greatsword,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna say, "This is all. It's all steel. This will be yours, as well as I suppose you have no interest in two bronze chest plates, some shin guards."
Yeah,
It's-
just kind of looks at it and kind of scratches his beard and kind of points over to the piles and piles of bronze armor, shin guards, and breastplates. But he does look at the steel greatsword with some interest, and he kind of reaches out his hand to hold it.
I'm gonna go ahead and let him hold it.
He takes it and he just kind of holds it, like expertly, kind of tests the balance and swings it a few times and kind of looks down the edge, makes sure it's straight. Says, "Fine blade. I'll gladly take this in trade." What were you after again? I've already forgotten.
I'm thinking about maybe getting some bronze plating going on.
Plating, eh? He kind of scratches his chin and says, "I haven't made a full suit of plate in 400 years." Just kind of keeps scratching his chin. "That was a fine suit of plate. No one around here appreciates plate."
Now they all run around with just a breastplate and a fucking skirt, eh?
He just kind of chuckles a little bit. "Aye, they do. I could make this for you. It will take me some time."
That's fair enough.
And by the way, are you helping my son, Pythor?
Yeah.
It's a damn shame what's happening to his daughter. But with this greatsword, that will be the only payment I request.
No gold?
No gold. I'll gladly make you this plate suit,
Awesome.
but it will take me some time. Of
Fair
course,
enough.
the work will go much faster if I had access to the forge and the mithril mines. He kind of looks off to the side as if he's remembering something.
Whoa, wait. What is this about the mithril mines and forging?
Mithril forge, mithril mines. Beautiful forge. Mountains of mithril. Biggest store I've ever seen. Of course, that's all gone now. Taken over.
By what?
The local dwarves that were working the mines said it was some kind of beast from underground, but I don't know. Drunkards. You'd have to ask them. I'm sure there's still some in the tavern. It's where they usually are. Some of them might even be old enough to remember it.
Right. Well, thank you. I'll come by in how long, you say?
Here by myself, a week. But, well, hold on. Let me do the math real quick. I'm not good at math.
Pulls out a calculator.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, not a week. By myself, 30 days.
And if I helped you?
Hold on. I have to do the math again. 20. But with the Mithril Forge. 15.
All right. Well, let me go find my compatriots. We can start on it now, maybe finish it there.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm
Excellent.
gonna go and leave and try and find the rest of them.
All right. And as you're leaving, he just kind of gives you a short wave, and you can see that he's already got a piece of charcoal and he's sketching out this plate. Okay, and so let's go to Asher and Rasmus. You guys were going to find Kyra?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not that hard to find her. Basically, as soon as you come back up out of the dungeon, she's already kind of looking around the Great Hall, kind of rereading over the notes that she's been taking over the last few days. As you guys kind of come back upstairs, she kind of sees you and waves and walks over. Good morning.
Good morning, Lady Kyra. A pleasure.
Now, what heroic acts are we performing today?
Well, we have... Today, I don't have much plan at all. This evening, we have inkling a way to deal with your brother's problem. You know where in relation to the city, and I don't remember what it was called, Tyler, I'm afraid, the stone where the sacrifice takes place?
The Rock of Esther.
Rock of Esther. Do you know where in relation to this city the Rock of Esther might be?
Oh, it's just outside of the southern gate in the Archelon River. We passed it coming in. It was dark, though, so I don't blame you if we hadn't seen it.
Thank you. Yes, we have some business there this evening, but until then, it appears we're just whiling the day away however we may.
Well, I would advise you to press on with the great labors as soon as possible. But
I think
of course,
that is very good advice. It's part of what I wish to see you about. You had mentioned
yes.
that there were two within this city, one being the Mithril Forge, of course, and the other being the Horn of Balmetria, stored in the reliquary. You said you could get us access to that?
Ah, yes, of course. Aesop at the Dragon Shrine would be more than happy to let us in and see the horn.
Did you just say Aesop?
Yes. It's a shameless ancient Greece.
I love it.
But,
Kyra, I seem to remember that the Oracle, or you, or someone mentioned finding information about Demetria here.
I'm very interested.
Demetria. I don't know for certain where we could find her. I, to be honest, have not heard much from her since the days of the Great War.
Do you know anybody who would know?
Unless she's been active in the area, I do not. If she's been active, then we'll know very shortly. She does not keep her presence unknown for long.
Is there any way we
Try
can
and find
her
that
out?
horn then.
What's that?
Oh, well,
I said, I suppose
is
we
there any
should
way
just
we-
try and go find that horn then.
yes, you mentioned, or the Oracle mentioned a vision through the horn. Is that meant to expand upon the one she already gave us?
Kyra raised her eyes, or her eyebrows, and says, "Yes, the horn of Balmetria is rather strange. It constantly produces wine in the horn, and drinking from it is said to give the viewers, or the drinkers, strange visions. And I'm sure the Oracle intends that these visions will help you in your quest."
Perhaps we should find our companions and pursue that then. On the subject of strange visions, there was a occurrence last night that I've been meaning to ask you about. And I'll explain to her the dream that happened to seemingly to all of us and how we woke up. Does this mean anything to you?
She frowns and she says, "This is disturbing news. It means Lutheria's power is growing as the oath comes closer and closer to ending. I would be on guard. Of course,
Is
Lutheria's
there-
realm is dreams and madness. There's not much you can do about it.
Is there no way we might guard ourselves while we sleep?
Other than not sleeping, not that I know of.
Dangerous. She was able to get to me even in my trance, and Sire in whatever slumber he endures. So very
We can only
disturbing.
hope that her reach through these dreams is limited to the visual and sensory and not anything life-threatening. But as the Oath of Peace grows closer and closer to ending, she will only grow more and more powerful.
That is that.
All right. So
Shall we
what
join our
else?
companions?
Yeah.
There's one more thing I'd like to ask her in private, but I will wait if Asher does move on. If not,
Maybe we'll shoot to Kyle real quick.
yeah, it's fair.
So Kyle, you're just kind of strolling around.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
What do I see? What do I see?
you just see, coming down from the royal palace, just some barracks, buildings, armory, buildings, just these big stone brick buildings with tile roofs.
Mhm.
Coming down, you can see this central marketplace, the Agora, where all these tents and merchants are set up. And even though the recent problems have kind of restricted trade, there's still plenty of merchants and travelers. And and then even just to the west of that, you can see this large amphitheater where these people are getting ready to set up some kind of performance, it looks like. And just kind of strolling around down farther, you can see just more rows and rows of brick buildings. These ones probably some kind of central courtyards and just kind of fancy statues and columns. And
What kind of shops do I see?
so in the Agora, you can see just all sorts of stalls, and they all just kind of trying to get your attention, and they kind of wave these silks and silverware and just all this pottery and all these different trade goods. And despite this kind of variety that you can see, there's not a lot of practical stuff for sale. And you can see some basic tools and some basic weapons and armor, but anything more advanced than like daggers and swords and spears is doesn't
Hmm. I want to go up
really
to
have a
like where.
presence.
Okay, actually. Okay, is the do I see the blacksmith?
Yeah, so it's just kind of, you've already passed it by now, but it's just sort of back down the street. You see that big, heavily fortified building with the big sign that says Vulcan's Hall.
All right, I'd like to go talk to him real quick.
Okay, so as you're leaving the marketplace, this guy, this ragged-looking man, he looks like he hasn't eaten in days. He kind of just like runs right up to you and bumps into you, and he holds out this shining emerald necklace. A necklace for you, sir, noble sir. 1 gold piece. Just 1 gold piece.
Hmm.
He offers it to you. 1 gold piece. He kind of
It's like
nods
an
his
emerald
head.
necklace.
Yeah, it's just this emerald necklace, but it's kind of got this strange glow. This like reddish.
That's very kind of you, sir. I flip him a gold piece. I take that glowing emerald necklace.
Okay, so as soon as you flick him this gold piece, one of the merchants behind you goes, Klaus, what are you doing? Fiend. And he walks back and he kind of pushes Klaus away and he turns to you and he says, you want no part of that, sir. This fool is a grave robber.
I
And
look back at the emerald necklace.
Klaus is just kind of holding it, shaking. He goes, Klaus stole the necklace from the necropolis at Telemach. He's now cursed by the gods.
Oh shit.
As long as he has this necklace, he can't eat. The only way for the curse to end is for him to sell it to someone who knows how he got it. Klaus just kind of lowers his head and says, it's true. And the merchant says, you want no part of this, believe me.
Listen here. Klaus, that's your name, right?
Yes.
I will buy this necklace. Actually, I won't even pay for it. I'll take it for you. On one condition.
No.
You have to promise never to steal again.
No, bad idea.
Oh fuck, Kyle doesn't even have to eat.
Yeah.
So yeah, he says, oh, what's that, sir?
You have to promise never to grave rob again. And if I find out you do, I will be sure to come back and teach you a lesson.
Sir, never again. Never again. I'll settle down. I'll start a nice farm with my children, and we'll live happily forever after. Just please take it from me.
I take the necklace.
Merchant kind of just puts his hand over his eyes. You fool. Now you have the curse. You won't be able to eat anything until you can sell it to someone who knows how you got it.
I don't think that would really bother me. And I walk away.
He sucked. Okay.
Ha ha!
Merchant again.
And they say I'm not a hero.
All right, I'll give you that one, you motherfucker. That's a good one.
Like, he's got me with this one.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
He
so you have
essentially
this...
he just traded his curse to R2D2.
So yeah, holding the necklace, you kind of feel this warmth from it. Shiny, beautiful emerald necklace.
It's a nice necklace. All right, I keep going to the armory, or not the armory, the blacksmith.
So kind of by the time. Oh wait, what?
Oh no, I just go to the blacksmith.
So kind of by the time you're getting there, Grimlow is just now kind of sidling out with his halberd.
All right. Do I see the blacksmith?
1 second, guys.
You're gonna go back in, or you're gonna go in, just kind of past Grimlow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go back.
So yeah, going in, you can see this just short, stout dwarf. You know, got a blacksmith's apron, black hair streaked with gray, kind of soot on his face. You feel that same blast of heat and embers in the air, and he's kind of busily drawing away on a scroll with a piece of charcoal. Mm-hmm. It looks like he's drawing some kind of armor.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
Yes, what is it?
I was wondering if I could, by chance, use your forge for a personal project for a day or two, or a few days, when I get the chance.
And then, so he turns and he says, oh, well, I usually don't. And then he sees that your just entire body is made out of metal. And he goes, whoa. He just kind of looks at you for a second.
Nani?
And he just kind of, without asking, just kind of grabs your, like, rotating hand claw and just kind of looks at it and starts fiddling with it, like, wiggling the fingers, the claws, and, like, kind of looking down into it.
Ah, I see you're a fan of my customizable claw. Made it myself.
Just kind of looks up at you. Who created you? Are you some kind of construct, automaton?
I guess you could say that. It's a long story.
I should very much like to hear it. But when I finish my drawing, and then he goes back to scrawling with the charcoal.
Is that a yes to being able to use your forge? I will supply my own materials or buy the materials if need be.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yes, make yourself at home. I'm sorry for the terrible mess. He kind of pushes some of his scrap metal out of the way of the anvil.
So in a corner, I place the bronze spear and the bronze shield that I had as
Okay.
materials. All right. See you later. And I asked, do you sell materials, or must I go somewhere else to find the resources I need?
I have quite the array of materials here, either scrap or ingots, bronze. I'm afraid that bronze mines themselves have been, or not bronze, but the copper and tin mines themselves have been somewhat underproductive recently.
How much would you sell bronze ingots for?
Oh, I'm sure I could give you a fair price. They are becoming somewhat scarce, though, so I can't just give them away as I normally would.
Oh, I would pay. Don't worry. How much do you sell them for?
See how much he sells them. How much would you require?
1 second.
What are you intending to do with this?
1 second.
I ask so that I can figure out how much you would need or have to pay for. Is this for your defender?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you even need materials for that?
It says that I spend a few days creating my own, and to make it more realistic, I'd like to be
Oh,
actually
okay.
able to make
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, probably are gonna need like at least
Because I have the
50
spear and I have
pounds
the
of
shield,
metal.
so I'm hoping that covers some of it. I don't know how
So,
much to cover though.
I mean, yeah, you're probably gonna need like at least 50 pounds of metal
Okay.
of bronze.
All right.
So,
So how much will that cost?
I'm afraid at the moment I don't have the raw materials for that. Dwarves in the mines have been rather underproductive lately with the current conditions the city is in. I can give you 20 for now and hopefully more later.
That would do. How much will that cost?
I can give it to you for second, gotta do the math. I can give you all 20 pounds, 20 ingots for 10 silver.
Oh, okay. Sold.
Okay. And he kind of
Alright.
directs you over to this kind of scrawny teenage boy. Theo, help this man with his materials. And he turns to you and says, do you have a wagon or something similar?
I was wondering if I could leave it here for them. I will be back in a few days to begin working on it.
Yes, let me clear some space for you. And he just kind of uses his foot, and there's this huge clattering noise as he pushes all these like bronze helmets and shields out of the way. And he goes,
Okay.
kind of gestures to this spot on the floor. He goes, ah!
And I'll leave my shield and spear there as well.
Okay.
I'll move. And then, well, thank you very much. I think I better be going now to be with my companions.
And he says, yes, of course, but you must promise to tell me what it is you are making. I'm rather intrigued.
Oh, you'll see. I like to keep it a surprise.
He just kind of goes back to his charcoal drawing.
Okay. Yeah, and then I leave.
Okay. And Hunter, to answer your question, she has literally never heard of it before. Like, it's just, no
All right.
no indication. Like, if you try to describe
I'll
like
show
the
her- I'll show her
islands.
the hunting knife and everything.
Hunting knife. It just seems like a normal hunting knife to her, and describing the islands. She just as far as she knows, they've always been uninhabited. She's explored just about every corner of the continent, but yeah, as far as she knows, those islands have just always been kind of uninhabited, peaceful little islands.
I will thank her anyway for her time.
Okay, so what's going on now? Doing what?
I believe Asher and I were trying to meet up with our companions, correct?
Yeah, so you guys all meeting up now?
Also, if we're meeting up in the general city area, I'd like to also just find a shop where I can pick up a cloak, because I used mine as a shroud.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Kyle. Okay. So you're gonna go buy a cloak real quick?
Yeah, just like a
Kind of. Yeah. So
standard brown leather, like oiled cloak.
okay. So as you guys are coming down from the palace towards the Agora, you kind of see Grimlow leaving from Vulcan's Hall, and can meet up with him there. And then if Grimlow keeps going with you, then I think did Andrew come back?
I don't
He
believe
left.
so.
He said he was gonna go find his companion. He's not back like in real life, but in the campaign, he said he's gonna go find us.
But he's still gone in real life.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he'll probably join you guys.
All right.
So yeah, and then the three of you guys are kind of down at the Agora. You can find, just a couple different good cloak options, and kind of surveying the various prices. You can find a pretty standard traveling cloak.
And thick and sturdy for not too expensive is all I need.
I mean, it will not be expensive. Shit. Yeah, I mean, it'll just be like 50 copper pieces.
Shit.
All right. I will gladly hand that over.
Okay. Andrew, you have met up with Asher and Rasmus,
Okay.
and as you guys are leaving from the Agora, you kind of run into Sire stepping out of Vulcan's Hall.
All right. So I found out about this really cool thing, you guys.
Oh, do tell.
There's this old mithril mine and mithril forge. They got overrun by a giant fuck-off underground thing.
By giant what?
A giant fuck-off underground thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Didn't the Oracle told us about the Mithril Forge, did she not?
She did.
I believe you have to go there.
You must shape the silver fires of the Lost Forge in order to craft the tools that you will need.
Oh, by the way, about that, I know she said something else to me in that prophecy, but it doesn't say that.
It should say that.
It just says, because she told me to go somewhere or do something, it doesn't tell me what I need to do.
Yeah, doesn't it say you have to light the...
No, it just says, come from land beyond the stars, beyond the fabric itself.
But then the rest of it is sort of grouped in with Grimlow's, because you guys are similar.
Yeah,
You guys are
Alright.
both trying to find a way home. So it says, both of you will find your way home. Seek the lost treasure of the Dragonlords. There you will find tools for your journey.
Okay.
I think the only extra thing was like she said that you'll be returned to your master.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
but that wasn't part of the prophecy. That was just something she knew. Or assumed, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we have some time to kill until nightfall. Would it be in our interest to look in at either the Mithril Forge and investigate that, or perhaps look for... I know Asher and I have just been talking with Kyra about this Horn of Balmetria. That is also within the city, and we have access to it.
What's the Horn of Balamitria?
It was one of the other things that the Oracle told us about in her prophecy. Kyra has been telling me more. She says that it's a horn that pours forth wine. If we drink that wine, it will grant you a vision, supposedly even more powerful than that of the Oracle.
We should
Well, that does
probably
sound
work our
handy.
way up on the difficulty of these tasks. So I vote for the
Well-
horn.
I vote for
I
the
think-
Hornet.
I agree. I think it will probably give us something more to work with going forward.
The Missile Forge will take a little while, I think.
Yeah, we should investigate that as well. You said there's some strange beast. We should try to learn more about what it is before going too far.
Cracking up on a cold one, I hear.
Yup. 1:30. Day drinking. Not really. It's a LaCroix.
Motherfucker.
So, what are you guys up to? Yeah. What are
We're
you?
gonna go look for the horn.
I think we're heading towards the reliquary.
Okay. So, either asking Kyra or just anyone around. Anyone can point you to it, really. They know that you are looking for the Dragon Shrine, which is sort of back up towards the palace, but on a side street. And just kind of following this side street at the end of this, it's like a pretty quiet street. It just kind of runs right into the wall of the gorge again. And it's just this pretty large stone building, except it's rounded, and the whole roof is this big copper dome. And above the door, there's this nice little marble engraving of this legendary dragon, this huge creature standing very gracefully on a hilltop. And if
Knowing
you
my history, would I recognize this dragon?
yes,
Like
so
would I
if
recognize
you
history textbooks?
yeah, so you can
Yeah,
recognize it based on a few key defining features as Balmetria, the legendary dragon of Xander Horath, the greatest of the Dragonlords.
All right.
Hold on a second.
Balmetria's
No.
horn. That makes sense.
Again with the bitch slapping. Holy shit.
Somebody should.
Okay, so
Should call
stepping
somebody.
in,
I think
What's
there's some
that?
domestic violence going on in your house.
he's a cat and I'm clapping.
Oh, just because he's a cat doesn't mean. Oh, okay, I see.
It's not my fault he wants to eat all the Halloween bag.
I mean, clapping and clapping cheeks, Tyler.
I'm
Very
not
fine line.
clapping my cat's cheeks.
Oh shit.
I hope not.
I just
So
said in cat's cheeks. That's all I need to hear.
I'll clap your cheeks if you're not careful.
Oh shit.
So yeah, you can recognize it as this legendary dragon Balmetria.
Just gonna mention that casually to the others as we walk in.
Nerd. So as you guys
That's a Balmetria.
as you guys walk inside, you just kind of get hit with this strong like smell of burning incense and candles, and you can hear just people kind of muttering prayers, and you can see a couple different priests kind of carry out their daily rituals. And you can see this, obviously the person in charge, this slim, decently tall elf standing over at the largest shrine in the temple with this kind of really elegant, beautiful, trimmed cloak with all these different dragon threads woven in. Not what's the word? When you like threaded like gold into fabric.
Like
What's that?
embroidery?
Yes, it's like they're like embroidered dragons all over this
Pretty.
cloak. It's a very beautiful
I want.
cloak.
Sounds badass.
I should have bought that cloak. So, is it just like one large shrine?
Yeah, pretty much this large opening room that you can see, and he's kind of standing over there. He hasn't quite noticed you yet.
I'll turn to Kyra before anything else and just ask. your area of expertise more than ours. Where do we need to go to find this?
And she just kind of leads you over to the elf, and she says, "Speak to this man right here. Aesop, these are the Oracle's heroes. This is Aesop, the keeper of the Dragon Shrine." And
Pleasure.
Aesop kind of, he extends his hand, gives a graceful sort of bow, and says, "As the lady says, I am Aesop, the keeper of the Dragon Shrine. And I'm afraid I have very bad news for you. I've
Oh?
heard the prophecy, and fortunately, the horn of Balmetria has been stolen from our reliquary."
Do you know any idea by whom?
Sorry, what, Hunter?
Do you have any idea by whom?
I'm afraid I do not. Someone broke in 2 nights ago and carried it off. I would welcome an investigation. I'm not much of a investigatory type myself. I can't really
Prob-
see anything other than the shattered glass, and I'll show you. And
Yes,
kind of
please.
leads you out back into the main room, sort of off to the side, this small little chapel, and there's just these 3 little alcoves inside. 2 of them are protected by glass, and they just have various little bits like dragon scales and Dragonlord amulets and things like that. And then the central alcove, which is pretty decently sized, the glass has just completely been shattered, and there are just dark purple stains splattered all over the floor around it. It says, "Tragedy." What did you say?
And presumably from the wine. Like, can I go down and just sniff at it?
Yeah, you can tell that it's definitely a very fruity scent, like wine.
Looking around, then, is there... I guess we should investigate.
Make me an investigation check.
Can I look and see if there's... Can I see if there's any that... Oh, actually, first of all, I'm going to reach up, just tap myself on the shoulder and cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
And on anybody else who is going to help me in investigating. So you just get to add a d4.
Oh, yay.
Oh, help
then-
investigating.
I'm going to look around and see if I...
Yay.
Investigation. Fuck.
Oh.
Better
Grimlow.
me.
Rasmus?
Did mine go through?
I don't see it. You can tell me what it is, though. I'll believe you. Yeah, I think so.
I can't see mine either. So I might just reload my Roll20 because it's like being weird on me.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
So 15.
You had 15, Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
You had the D4?
Yeah, that was what the D4.
Alright. There we go. Let's give that a try now.
Who the fuck's watching that?
It's Andrew.
Me.
Okay, 17. So
And
then if you had that's going to be more than enough for most of you guys, actually. So yeah,
except for me.
pretty much all of you can tell
20
that,
total.
and with kind of some urging and nudging, Grimlow can too, that these wine stains kind of inside the stains, there's these tiny little hoof prints, and just kind of looking at the stains, they form the hoof prints themselves form a smaller little trail that leads sort of out of the door.
Centaurs.
And if you guys kind of keep following it,
Yes.
it leads all the way out of the building and all the way down to this alleyway.
All right.
And you're going to go around this alleyway. And then it gets significantly harder to track in the dust of this alleyway.
Oh,
Makes.
because of that.
Can I
I need
roll
you.
to like try to track it?
Yes, I will need you to roll me survival. Are you guys all doing it?
Yeah.
Guidance again.
Go.
In mystery eating.
What do I have?
At 20.
Survival?
Natural
Oh,
20.
damn, Ben. I like how it still does the -2, even though it's a nat 20.
6.
19.
17.
Okay, so at this point, Asher, like, once you guys kind of come around the corner, and, well, Sire can easily tell also. And so can Rasmus. Again, you guys kind of turn this corner, and you can tell that Grimlow has no idea where the tracks are. But the rest of you just kind of are able to pick them up after a little bit of searching, and you just keep following it, and it eventually leads to the southern gate. And then if you continue to follow, are you guys going to keep following it out the gate?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Until it
Okay,
becomes
so-
obvious.
I'm in there right now.
You guys keep following it out the gate. Continues
Tyler,
sort of.
What time is it in game?
It is about 11:30.
In the afternoon or in the
Or
morning?
no, sorry, just 11 in the morning.
All right. There's still
So
plenty of
sort of getting close to noon. So yeah, following it, it sort of goes.
Are you guys on
You
a
guys
different
are
map than me?
Oh, no,
No,
I'm still on
you
the
guys
main map.
Should all be
Yeah.
on the map, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not showing anything right now, but I just
Okay,
did switch
gotcha.
over to the map. So let's see. This time, you guys are kind of following the river. Hold on a second. Yeah, so this time these tracks kind of go along the riverbank. And also, if you guys care to look sort of as you're going out, you can see the Rock of Esther.
All right. Let's make note of that.
Just this little like 15-foot diameter roundish rock with this big metal pole in the center of it with some chains dangling off of it and various bloodstains around it. In the middle, not in the middle, sort of just inside the river. And then, yeah, so following the Archelon River and the tracks down sort of just through these various little weird paths that it kind of takes, like up over rocks and around grass. And you guys have eventually gone by now like 5 miles. It's been like, how far do you guys move an hour? Never remember time.
25.
Pull it up. You guys move 24 in a day. So it's like 1 mile an hour.
What if
Oh,
we're at
3
a fast,
3 miles an hour.
What if we're at a fast run?
It will be much harder to track, or basically impossible,
Oh.
because there are difficult to see tracks. And so yeah, so 3 miles an hour. So after about an hour of walking, you're about 3 miles out of the city, and the tracks just keep on going. You guys gonna keep following them?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
So
We are hunting these fuckers down.
Wait, how far are we from the tribute thing?
from the rock.
Yeah.
The rock is like just outside the city.
Okay.
So you're basically 3 miles. Basically, you guys are like right there. Right now, you see that smaller purple dot?
Yes.
And then
Oh,
it
yeah,
just
yeah.
keeps going sort of along the river. After another 2 hours, you guys are kind of finally gone about 10 miles, that other purple dot, and you're sort of just on the edge of this sprawling old growth forest that you can see. And you can see the tracks just kind of leading off into the forest. And Rasmus, you know that this is the legendary Old Wood, which is like a very sort of both dangerous for the new settlers of Thylea and sacred to the old residents of Thylea. Sort of lots of nymphs, centaurs, fae, just all sorts of different mythical creatures and kind of spiritual, druidic reverence around this forest.
Isn't it very sacred to Thylea?
It is very sacred to Thylea and the druids of the old who worship Thylea.
Yeah, as a fellow worshipper of Thylea, I'm very reverent as I come upon.
Yeah, and you can see just these tracks leading off that way.
Have we had a chance, like, looking at these tracks, can we make out perhaps an idea of what they might be from?
It's difficult to tell. Make me a. I guess that would be a nature check because you're trying to determine what creature it is.
I'm
So make
great.
make me a nature check.
I'm gonna do guidance again. Yeah. It's a good cantrip to have. 12.
It seems to be a creature.
Yes, the floor here is made.
This is an aspen tree. You can tell it is by the way it is.
Oh, baby. Big boy numbers coming out here. Wait, isn't nature a wisdom check?
No, it's
Yes, I
intelligence.
believe it is wisdom. Oh, it's intelligence? Oh, never mind.
What the heck?
I know, unfortunately.
How the hell? Is nature a wisdom check?
Alright, what you guys got?
5.
12.
17.
Motherfucker didn't even know where the tracks were. Knows what they are.
Oh yeah, those belong to blah, 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 blah.
So,
He's finally getting sober.
oh yeah, these are pretty shitty. So,
Grimlow's
Grimlow's is pretty good, but you're not completely versed. The rest of you guys, you can't really tell what it is other than tiny little hoof prints. Grimlow, you're not really that familiar with the different creatures of Thylea, but you can tell just sort of by the tracks themselves that whatever it is, it's on 2 legs, it's got small little hoofs, it's not very big, and there's maybe quite a few of them.
It's a goat man.
Goats are deadly, man.
It's a goat man.
So I'll assume at this point I have explained like the importance and reverence of this forest to the others. So I'll just go on to them and say, do we want to track it further in, or should we? This is important. This is important to our quest from the Oracle, but we have to be back at the city and at the Rock of Esther by nightfall.
So what?
We have 4 days. We don't need to be back tonight.
Yeah,
No, 'cause we gotta kill
we're on day
the
2.
tonight, I thought.
Well, this is the first of the 4 days, I thought.
I know, but isn't there a sacrifice tonight?
Yeah.
If you need me to tell you, I will tell you.
I thought the
Is
plan
Is a
was-
sacrifice tonight? Like
There
when
is
we-
a
It's a sacrifice
sacrifice
every night.
There is a sacrifice basically every night.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay. So let's chase these sons of bitches then.
This is so I'm just doing it in our months because it makes more sense, but they are on the same like 365 days. And if you want to know what their months are called, I have them. But
What are they called?
basically,
I mean, I do.
so in order from January to December, the calendar that basically the followers of Mitros use goes January to December. Arathis, Balmitris, Pythus, Nurdagus, Adamantus, Kyrus, Phobus, Mithralis, Valen, Vulcus, Arcalandus, and Mitris.
I'm gonna take a long shot and say these are the names of gods, or somewhat gods.
I mean, some of them obviously are.
Mithras is not a god.
Oh.
But then at the same time, people who are not necessarily followers of the five gods, they don't really have months the same way. It kind of just goes by the seasons, and Rasmus would know this, where basically the winter season is just kind of called the long night, and it's not really, there's October 11th or whatever, it's like day 20 of the long night or so.
All right.
And it's kind of marked by like there's midnight, which is like the sort of, I guess that would be like January
Dead of winter.
something. And then there's winter, which is like the long night, and then spring, which is Thylea's blessing, and then the summer season, which is not very creatively the long day. Kind of fall is called winter tide.
Ooh.
And then
Would I know where we are?
what, like season we're in?
Well, I assume I would know that, but like, so would I know it as like the X day of whatever season?
Yeah. Well, if you chose to follow that, but I mean,
I think
by now
I
it's
think
been,
that is right.
yeah. So you would know both because you're pretty well learned. You're got your educations.
That I did.
Most
We have a
people
pedigree.
at this point, most mortals that aren't like centaurs and cyclops and whatever use just the Mitrosian calendar, just because it's easier for business.
Yeah, and we were a port town, so we would probably use it as well.
But religiously, it would be you can kind of mesh them together.
Yeah.
But
that makes
basically, the day that you guys are in right now, it's October 11th, which is Volcus, the 11th of Volcus, if you want to be pedantic. And you have until basically the night of the 14th. So you've got today, then tomorrow, the day after, and then the day until the night. And that
Alright.
night is a full moon, and that's when Estoria is to be chained to the Rock of Esther.
So we can
Alright.
continue hunting these guys. We have a while.
Yeah, I think we want to have 2 nights. One night to investigate it, and then one night to actually help her.
Yeah,
So
because
we
we
have-
don't want the snake dying early, because then they'll notice that it's gone before it actually comes to her sacrifice, and then
Yeah,
they may
for
find
sure.
another thing to do with it.
So we have all of today and all of tomorrow to pursue this.
Yep.
Okay.
Shall we carry on then into the
Yes.
forest?
If we tried to get back by like 3 nights before it happens, so we could try and follow the snake thing back to wherever it leads, and then the night after,
Yeah.
like
But we should just
the
attempt
last
to be
cow
back
is eaten.
all night.
Yeah. We can spend one night out here essentially,
Yes.
or 2, and then push it to get back to the city in time for the night of the 3rd day.
Yeah. So we can keep hunting this. We have some spare time.
Yes, we have some. Let's go.
Okay. So let's take a short, like 5-minute break because I missed one of these enemies, so I had to put them into Roll20 real quick. And I also do not have a drawing of them.
You don't have what?
I don't have a drawing of a certain thing that is kind of important. So I will just rip one of the pictures out of the book real quick. So let's just
Alright.
take a short, like 5-minute break.
Sounds good.
As long as we still have time. You guys can get like a snack or something if you need to, or lunch if you haven't eaten lunch yet. And I'm just going to do this real quick. If you have questions, you can still ask me questions. And
Alright.
We'll be right back then.
okay.
Me too.
All right.
Uh,
I might need to run sword later, get some hummus and guacamole or something.
hummus.
I have like chips, but I ate all my guacamole in one go and all my hummus in like 2 goes. So I still have like half a bag of pita chips and half bag of tortilla chips. Last night was such a long fucking night. Like I got back from the movies at like 9 o'clock, essentially, and then we went out and got ice cream. Then I watched like an episode of Naruto and had the ice cream. But then me and my roommate were like, "Fuck it, let's go work out." But that was at 10:30 at night. I did not get back my workout till 12:30. I did not like lay down in bed till 2:30.
Jesus.
It was a long night.
What did you guys see?
I saw Midway.
Was it good?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was hard for me. So, have you seen X-Men First Class? I'm guessing, yeah, right?
Yes.
You know the guy who plays Beast, like the nerd dude.
Yeah. Nicholas
tries to-
Hoult.
Yeah, he tries to pull off like this Boston type of accent, and it really does not work for me.
Oh
Like,
man,
I
that's the
can't-
worst.
Yeah, like it just the accent does not. I don't know. It's just I can't
Yeah.
get used to him because I've seen him in so many movies with just talks normally.
Yeah.
And
That
then
ruined what?
oh, that ruined Venom for you. I know
Yeah,
that.
that ruined Venom for me.
That was funny.
This
But,
is the worst accent I've ever heard.
No Vikings, right?
The show?
Yeah.
Or just Vikings in general? Yeah, I know the show.
No, like the guy who plays Ragnar's son, like when he's an adult, the blonde guy.
I can't
He's
remember
also
who he
in
is.
he's also in the Lone Survivor.
Is he also in the Hunger Games?
Yes, he's in one
Okay.
of 100.
Yeah, I
No,
know
I'm
who
talking
you're
about,
talking
like,
about. He's like the big blonde guy that sort of looks like Logan Paul.
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So he is in it, and he's like one of my favorite actors, right? Like whenever I
Yeah.
see someone with him, I'm like, damn, this is gonna be a good one. But fucking
Yeah.
in this, he dies like within 10 minutes of the movie, so it pissed me off. I was like, holy fucking shit. And then Nick Jonas dies, and I'm like, God
Oh
damn, they're just
no.
killing off everyone.
Not Nick Jonas.
I was like, fuck. But
Yeah.
it was a good movie though. The acting was hard for me to get past though, because he was like the main character too. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Still
That can
listen.
really that can ruin a movie for me too. And if you have like someone that you're excited to see and then they die like instantly.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. I was so pissed. He died on the attack of Pearl Harbor, so it wasn't even like a cool death. I was like, fuck.
He just got like surprised.
Pretty much. Like they just got fucked and then just went down with the ship and just his body got burnt to shit. I was like, fuck. That just sucks. I don't know. It was
That's
either that
awful.
or Joker was playing, but we thought Midway started at 6, so we got there like 5:50. They changed it to 6:30 without telling
Oh.
anyone. Because I guess people just weren't showing. I don't fucking know. It said 6 on the paper, so we got there. We ended up waiting for like 30 minutes for it. And then Joker started at like 7. I was like, fuck, I don't want to wait till 7 to go see a
Yeah.
movie.
You
So I
haven't
guess
seen
we'll
Joker
see it
yet?
now. No, they just started playing it here.
Oh really?
Yeah, they started playing it last Friday.
That's
So
weird.
like 2 days ago.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, like I
It's a
had the
weird
chance to
movie.
see it in Victoria, but I ended up seeing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood instead.
I don't blame you. I kind of want to see that movie still.
Yeah, I had the choice. I'm like, there's Joker, but I really like Quentin Tarantino, and I
Yeah.
regret
I
nothing.
probably yeah.
That
I
was like
probably
that's probably my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie to date.
that one was good. I think I already
Yeah.
talked to you about it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I still want to see that one. But yeah, Joker's pretty good. It's kind of
That's what
depressing,
I've heard.
kind of hard to watch, but it's good.
I've seen a lot of the clips of him completely just fucking execute that talk show guy. I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
that oh, I wish you hadn't seen that because it's like startling when it happens. So
Yeah.
probably won't be quite as shocking now, but it's like it's brutal.
Yeah, I saw it. It was like the first time I saw it, it was like a shortcut, and I was like, fuck. Because it was like 3 weeks before I found the movie was gonna be playing here, so like fuck, I want to see like what the full thing was. So I looked up like
Yeah,
just the scenes. It was like a 10-minute long scene, like that
Yeah.
whole interview he had.
no, that
Yeah.
is an intense scene.
I know it. When I first saw it, I was like, holy
No,
shit.
when he shoots the talk show guy. Yeah, it's brutal, intense. Good movie though.
I like the pictures of our guys.
Pictures of what?
of our guys in Discord. I'm gonna delete the Hellboy since Ben doesn't like that one. You'll get the other
Who's the guy with the horns and the biker helmet? And the cigarette?
That's Ben. Because I put
But-
Hellboy, it's like, I'm white, motherfucker. I was like, fuck it. And I
But
just
who
looked up
is it?
big. I don't know. I just looked up big buff white guy with horns, and that's what I got. I was like, fuck.
Okay.
So, yeah, Dane DeVito, the guy from Destiny, whoever the fuck that bad guy is, in The Witcher, dude. 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Why is Hunter the Witcher guy?
I don't know. 'Cause,
Doesn't he
like,
have a sword?
I just imagine without a sword, like, because I'm like, I looked up elf, but all the elves come up as girly shit, and I wasn't gonna just put Legolas in there. I'm like,
Oh, here I got one.
of course, I was about to put the Will Ferrell elf there.
Wait, I got an even better one.
God damn it.
Jesus. I'm kind of glad that I'm just going to take this picture out of the book because this one is a lot creepier than anything I can draw. But at the same time, still kind of sad.
No, I got Hunter's character now. When he comes
Match.
back, we'll ask him which one is
It's
most
too
like
good.
his character.
He gets to decide which portion of the apocalypse he wants to be. There's many choices. Witcher is no longer one of them.
Are you back, Hunter?
Yep.
All right. So we posted some pictures in the Discord,
Shopping.
and you have to figure out which one is the best,
Portrayal.
portrayal of your character.
My character?
Yeah.
Like which one is closest to what I have, or which one you think is?
Which one you think is the closest portrayal?
Well, I know it's not going to be yours already,
Why? Why?
because I know you very well. Yup.
I haven't seen any of these pictures yet.
Kyle, where did you find that image?
I try.
You pick your poison now.
I'll be honest. Like the hippie is probably the only one that gets anywhere
Yup.
near it.
Yep. Told you, Kyle. Told you.
God damn it.
Give me
Okay.
that and a gay elf, you know. It's kind of a
None of
mixture.
None of them are anywhere there, but like that's the closest because at least mentality-wise, he's kind of like a hippie.
I mean, but $20 is $20.
It is, you're right.
A tree's a tree.
I mean, some
Mr.
trees be looking dumb and fixed though. Are we all back, or is we still waiting on Ben?
I'm here.
Bless you.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, just about. I'm sick too. Being sick sucks. I hate being sick.
Yep. Probably got an hour or two. Alright. Tell me if they add the patch that brings back the Banj Bazooka. I'm waiting for them to drop a patch that brings back the bandage bazooka, so I can do the challenges. Yeah, I can't complete a mission and can't unlock 2 skins till they bring it back.
Band bazooka.
Bandage bazooka.
Bandage bazooka. Is this still Fortnite?
Yeah.
Child.
Hey, I'm pretty fucking good at it now. Okay.
Fortnite's retarded.
No,
When it first came out, I played a couple rounds. I was like, this is kind of cool, and then I was like, nah, it's actually kind of gay.
Yeah.
Nah,
See.
it's
No,
fun.
see, I thought it was gay before everyone else thought it was gay. I was like, this is
See,
really dumb.
Nah. See. That's what I'm talking about.
It's fun when you play with friends, jackass.
Or it's
Yeah.
gay all the time, no matter what, and even gayer if you play it with friends.
Kyle,
Yeah.
that goes for literally every game, though. It's not the game that's fun; it's the hanging out with your friends.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing this.
All right, fine. Y'all can go hang out with your friends. I'll just sit here by myself, a straight man.
Fuck. How much more time do you need, Tyler? Because I may actually make myself some.
Not
What?
long. Like I just need to
Okay.
upload this picture.
Let's get a bag of chips. 1 second.
Okay, go for it.
Goodness, Fortnite. Piss me off. I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah, this is like
All
the
those
only.
kids drop so much money. Then again, I can't really talk because I've dropped so much money in League of Legends throughout my life.
That's true. I know. I'm just generally opposed to like Hunger Games-esque last man standing games in general.
What?
I almost bought cookie dough the other day, but I was like, fuck no, I know it's gonna happen.
Hunter, you're against what?
Here's the hard phone. Then text up, you're like, your feelings are like, hey, surprise motherfucker, you're never left. Like, there's John, you do.
Oh man, like,
Weird
I
thing.
came to let Kyle get chips.
I didn't realize that happened.
Hunter, what are you against? Hunter?
Hunter.
Hello, Hunter? Oh no.
Hunter
Reckoning has
died.
come.
God damn it, Hunter. Okay, well, as soon as Hunter comes back, I'm ready.
Call him Hunt. That's what his mom calls him.
Oh, his phone died.
Hey, Hunt.
Empty. Oh,
Wait, he uses Discord to his phone?
apparently.
Oh,
I just now looked at these pictures. It's Elf on the Shelf.
$20 is $20. There's
Is that a candy cane? That's pretty funny. Oh, I feel like that's more accurate.
What?
Except, I don't know. The one Kyle sent. Is that like, I can't tell if that's, it's fake. It's like digital.
Yeah, definitely.
It just at first glance looks kind of real.
That's actually me.
That's what
I
you
tried
look like now.
I tried cosplaying out earlier this week.
Why do you look like Dolly Parkins? Working 9 to 5.
Guy can't eat
2,
by
5.
themselves. Can't do it.
Man, I was just ready, and then Hunter gone.
More often than not.
I need to go to the commissary later. Get me something to eat.
Give me
There we
something to eat.
That's how you actually warm the barracks up. Because the steam fan's broken right now, so there's no heating.
Ah, is Hunter back?
Yep, I'm back.
Serious.
Hold on.
Oh.
Let me prove a point. Okay.
So they take all the used oil and everything from the ships, and they burn it.
I don't even have peanut butter. All I have is honey.
You see what I mean?
Okay, I see.
Okay, good.
I'm out of bed and I don't do the kitchen.
Pour myself a cup of ambition,
Ambition?
yawn and stretch and try to come to life.
Okay.
But yeah, down the line, I'm trying to apply for the dive program.
Okay, are you ready to continue?
Working 9 to 5,
Ready?
just to try to make a
Ben?
living. Working 9 to
Ben?
5.
Thanks.
I'm here.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are you're standing right outside the old wood. You're gonna continue in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's
Okay.
way denser.
So continuing in
15
Um,
pounds of muscle.
into this ancient forest, it just kind of gradually grows dark around you, and barely any light starts to make its way through. You can hear birds and beasts just kind of rushing through every bush and clamoring, and eventually you kind of just the path turns into a slog through some underbrush and leaves, and just kind of have to like almost machete your way through. You're not sure how long you've been walking for. It feels like it's been a while. And then you guys kind of emerge into this sort of dimly lit clearing, just kind of surrounded on all sides by oak trees. And just everything, all the noise just kind of goes quiet as you kind of emerge into this clearing. And then you just hear this loud, like crashing through the bush ahead of you. And this like young girl just burst. This young girl just like bursts into the clearing, just like completely dead, breathing hard. Not actually dead, but like exhausted. And she's got like just dirt caked all over her face and just tears running down her face. And she looks just kind of totally stunned to see you guys, obviously, because you're kind of weird to run into randomly, like this massive robot.
I'm gonna yell at her.
I look totally stunned as well.
I didn't respond, so she
What do you say?
She's like, tell me, Casey, is he upset?
Listen,
And I was just like, if you
in our
care,
defense, I look totally stunned as well.
Okay. So she kind of just looks at you for a second. She goes, "Are you really there? Please help me."
No.
then you
I've
hear-
seen too many shows where this goes bad.
And then you hear more crashing sounds from behind her as
Do you
these
have
six
friends?
completely just hideous creatures kind of emerge into the clearing. And you can now see where these hooves are coming from. There's just these small, like shorter than Grimlow, probably like 4'6",
Yeah.
just
So-
like goat-headed, ugly creatures. It's sort of like if you took a hobbit and mixed it with a goat, and they just kind of have this evil expression on
I was
them.
truly
And
glad.
they kind of
Now I
just
gotta-
laugh, all of them, do this cackle. And they say, "Give us the girl. We've had dinner, but she'll make a fine dessert."
I've definitely seen this video.
All right. First of all, I'm calling CPS.
So
What?
we are
Okay,
going to
do I-
roll initiative.
Comment. Do I have time to grab the girl and like pull her behind us and say, "Get behind us, child. We'll protect you."
Let's see what your initiative is.
Just get her out of the way.
I will need
Yeah,
to
we
put
can
you
see
guys
it.
in here.
defender. Oh, we run for initiative.
Yes.
Why do I feel like she's gonna turn into some big fucking monster?
It's a trap. Oh shit! That may be my best initiative roll to date.
Ooh, boo, boo,
Let me
11.
throw you boys in here.
Kyle, you stole my points.
What?
Stole my initiative points.
Yeah, you took his roll.
Oh man, now it's gonna make 2 Grimlows.
Well, how's that quote
Believe it or
go?
not.
It's like, some of you will die, and that's a sacrifice I'm willing
Oh
to
yeah.
Hey,
Some of you
Yeah.
may
Lord
die.
Farquaad,
That's a sacrifice I am willing to
really
make.
make.
some of you may die, but that is a risk I am willing to take.
I love that movie.
I know.
It's like my favorite. One of my favorite parts is when they're doing like the tournament.
Yeah, and then they're like, use the chair, use the chair.
With the chair.
You know, I've realized today, or not today, earlier.
What?
I don't think I've ever seen Shrek 2.
You've never seen
Because
Shrek 2?
I thought Shrek 2 was the one with Fairy Godmother, but then I learned that was Shrek 3, and that there's actually 4 Shreks.
You never
That was
seen?
definitely
You
Shrek
never?
too.
You never
No.
saw Shrek the Christmas
Shrek
special?
2 has. I've
Shrek
seen
2
that
has
one.
the fairy godmother.
No, apparently Shrek 2 has Prince Arthur.
No, that's
Oh,
Shrek
yeah.
3, you
That's
dumbass.
great.
What?
Oh, your
Shrek
friends
3
are dumb.
is where he gets the nerd from school.
Yeah,
That's King
Shrek
Arthur.
Shrek 3 sucks. I don't like Shrek 3.
Oh, okay. So I've
It is
not seen
probably the
Shrek
worst
3.
one.
I've seen Shrek 4 and
I
2.
don't know if I have seen. I
Shrek
don't know if I've
4.
seen 4.
Shrek 2 is the one where he goes like into where it's like fuck. It's
What's 4?
Shrek
4 is
4
like
is the
with,
one where he makes a deal with
Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah. And he like
I
goes
haven't
into
seen
an
that one.
alternate timeline
Oh
where
yeah, and then there's a
he
fiddler
wasn't the only ogre.
who
And
tries
like
to fiddle his butthole.
yeah,
What?
and there's like witches and shit.
There's
Yeah,
the guy
I have
who
not seen
can
that one.
play music to make people dance.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The fiddler.
The fiddler.
The fiddler. Gonna fiddle
Oh
you.
my
Fiddler.
god!
Oh,
Look
these
at
are
those
goat people.
goat
Ew.
boys.
I'm
Yeah,
about to.
see, I just took that picture out of the book, and it's definitely. I'm kind of sad because it's definitely better than anything I can draw. But,
Don't
Honestly,
be
I think I
sad.
prefer
Be
yours.
happy it happened.
They
It's
remind me of Beastmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because that's what beastmen are. Holy shit.
Shut your mouth, Kyle.
They are beast men.
Guys, I think this is Kyra.
That
that is
definitely looks
not
like a
actually.
Kyra.
That is a different drawing. That is not a Kyra.
Pull up a Kyra token. I want to see them side by side.
Hold on, they're just very similar. Hold on.
We're about to find out
Wow,
today that's not how to
sexist.
draw
You guys are like,
a
all
variety
women
of
look
women.
the same.
I just am not good at drawing women the same.
Oh.
Hold on.
So what? There's 6 of them?
This is
4
Kyra.
of us.
Hold on.
That's if each of us.
There, that's Kyra. See,
See,
they're
they're
so
way
different.
different.
Kyra looks like a slut compared to this girl.
Well, this girl's like 14.
It's showing too much
so-
shoulder. That's too much shoulder for
All
a
right,
lady
you.
to be showing.
I literally
Puritan.
almost spit out my LaCroix all over my TV screen because I thought Kyle said that little girl, or Kyra makes that little girl look like a slut. Although
What the
there
fuck
is
is up with you
kind
guys
of,
drinking LaCroix? That's what I want to know.
although
LaCroix
there
is
is,
delicious, okay?
although
so
there
good.
is,
LaCroix going around.
You
although
can
there
fuck
is,
right off, Kyle.
Should I
although
go get my
there, yeah. Even though there's a little bit of a Piper Perry thing going on right now.
Oh God, Andrew, no.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Let
We
me-
just gotta give her a couch, so.
Yeah, I did. Oh, you bled out.
Okay. So I need to. Okay, sorry. This is taking a long time.
Oh, on me. Ready?
It's literally. Oh, there. it is.
Oh, the bottom.
Go ahead and start planning out your
It's up here.
turns, probably, if
Okay.
you
I will probably swing with my great axe.
can.
I have an idea.
Just
But
gonna
We're gonna
take
use a little
a-
arcane weapon.
Take
Yeah.
a wild guess.
Wait, what new spell did I get? Oh, ooh. All right.
Whoa, 1v4, get fucked.
Are you able to change your cantrips, or are the two that you have you're stuck? Like the two I have, am I stuck with that until I can learn a new one?
Yeah,
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
you can't.
I
you
can't
can't
remember.
translate well.
You usually can't change cantrips. Although
Alright.
with the new UA, some classes can. But I don't know. Does anyone even really want to use that? If you guys want to use it, I don't really mind.
Is that the thing you sent the link in to the
Yeah.
group chat?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Use what?
The new Unearth Arcana.
None of that really affected me, I'm pretty sure.
No, there's not a ton. The only thing that affects it mostly affected. Well,
It
for
helps
one
me
thing,
out.
it affected fighters because there's way more fighting
Yeah.
styles now and maneuvers.
But I don't have maneuvers anyways.
No, but now there is a fighting style where you
Can get maneuvers.
through a fighting style instead of just being a battle master. But I don't know if you want to do that or not.
I'm good.
Probably stick with my extra AC.
It gave
Yeah.
me more than one damaging cantrip. Clerics only have one single cantrip that deals damage, and I don't have it right now.
Damn,
Yeah,
they got some
so-
high initiative rolls.
Yeah, they are quick little
Yeah.
weirdos.
She's about to get slaughtered.
Rasmus is still going first, luckily.
No
That's
way.
funny because
Wait, is Rasmus?
No,
yeah,
seven.
didn't.
Cyrus.
No,
Oh, you
yeah,
only
I
had
am.
7?
I have
Oh,
a
that's
19.
old then. Hold on, I might have put that in wrong. Rasmus,
Yes.
7.
Roll it.
Sire. Oh, okay. It didn't stay. That's why. 19. 3. Wow, Ben, that sucks. I think Ben may have collectively had the worst luck so far.
I know. Poor Ben.
Yeah.
In every fight, he just gets stuck, and then the rolls just don't come out in his favor.
Okay, so she's within 20 feet of us.
What's up?
Alright.
Okay. Finally, there we go. It's so not easy to manage stuff in this. Okay, so Sire, what's your dex?
My dex is 13, so +1.
Okay, so they will go first.
Okay.
So it's gonna be this one, and he is just gonna rush forwards and go ahead and try to
Whoa!
finish her off.
Whoa. That's not cool. Not cool at all.
See if that hits. Yep, that hits. Okay, so he
He's
just
dead.
kind of immediately rushes forwards and just leaps onto her, and just kind of he doesn't quite kill her yet, but he runs forwards and just grabs her sort of around the waist, and so she can't move. And then the other one
Fuck.
rushes forwards, and he will lunge forwards, and he just sinks his teeth right into her neck and just bites deep, and you just see him tear out this huge chunk of flesh. And she just kind of like goes into shock for a minute and then kind of closes her eyes and goes limp.
So,
And they just kind of throw her to the ground and
Fuck.
keep cackling.
you motherfuckers.
And now it is your turn.
You motherfuckers.
There's a lot of them, eh?
God, I'm gonna save this bitch. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna fucking use arcane weapon. Put some fucking no for these fuckers. I'm gonna put.
Oh shit!
let's
Wait,
see.
I fucked up. Hold on.
Whoa.
She,
Okay.
hold on a second.
Is she good or is she not?
She is not. She's not dead yet.
Not dead?
She's not dead yet. But they did take a nice big chunk out of her.
Okay. Actually, if she's not dead yet, as my first bonus action, I will cast Sanctuary on.
Okay. What does that do again?
I'll just see if I can post in chat. There you go.
Good spell.
Until spell ends. Okay.
And then I will see how far can I move.
Welcome to the rice fields, mother.
30 speed. So,
Yeah, motherfucker.
let's see, this is 15 feet. No, fuck it. So I'll move like right here, and I'll throw my spear at this one.
Okay. Make me an attack roll.
Which one's throwing? Yes. Wait, is that right?
Well,
No, wait.
yeah, I think that's right, isn't it?
Oh, damn it.
I can't tell which dice was for which. 'Cause it says for the D20 I rolled an 8, but on the
I see.
I see the 12
yeah.
8. Know what you see?
Yeah,
But
8 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2.
Yeah, that's deer to hit.
okay, so 12, and then
Okay,
yeah, it's a +2 for damage. Okay,
that does
Okay.
not hit. So
Roger. The spear comes back to my
and the
hand.
spirit comes back to you. So you cast your spell, like a sort of glowing aura kind of descends upon her, and you kind of rush forward and just get as quick as you can, throw off of your spear, but it just kind of sails over the midget's head and then flies back into your hand.
All right.
Okay, and then this one is going to rush forwards, just completely ignore you, and just be totally consumed in trying to get a bite in.
Oh my god!
Okay, so he rushes forwards and again just kind of lunges into her side, and with the other one on her, she can't really react, and he's
Wait,
able to just like
He has to make a wisdom saving
sink
throw.
his teeth into her side. Oh, he does have to make a wisdom saving
Yeah,
throw. I completely
for
forgot
sanctuary.
about that.
Security checks.
What does it have to be again? Is it my
He didn't beat it.
Yeah!
So-
wait? But is it based on my spell save DC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it will be.
So
Okay.
he kind of lunges forwards and is about to like sink his teeth into her, but he just kind of freezes and kind of stands up straight and steps back. And then this one will make a similar attempt.
Why are we not on the turn order?
You are.
Don't see ourselves.
Yeah, we
There's
just see.
just a lot of them. Oh, you don't see
No.
yourselves?
Yeah, all we see are the
No.
enemies.
Why don't you see yourselves?
I think they're full up.
She had that muffin.
That's weird. You should be able to see yourselves.
That's alright. We'll just keep going.
Well, can you normally see yourselves?
Yeah.
That's really weird. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see yourself right now. I'll try to figure that out in a second. So this one needs to make a wisdom saving throw. What was the DC?
12.
12. Okay, so that one does pass.
No!
Fuck.
So he rushes forward, and he's held back for a second. Then he's still able to just kind of get a nice solid latch onto her back and
Kills her.
sink his teeth into her, and you hear her kind of yelp in pain.
She's instant dead.
She is not dead yet. She
Instant
actually has more hit points than I assumed
Alright.
she did.
Alright, boys, trying to pack up. She's instant dead.
Now it's Grimlow's turn,
$10.
and I'm going to try to find some battle music real quick.
Yay. Alright. I'm going to go.
It's Walrus Tusk.
Oh, wait.
Walrus Tusk.
5, 10. 15. And then,
I swear to God. I never got a blowjob.
can I make a strength check to take her away from them?
Transit looks at me.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What is that, athletics?
Yes. 16. Okay. So yeah, you're able to just kind of pull her out of their grasp, and she lets you.
Oh.
So
And then
yeah.
I'm just gonna grab her and run. Another 20, 25.
It was a bug.
Carrying her.
You can put her in one of those spaces around you. You can choose.
I can't move her.
Oh, which one do you want her in? Just do your little ringy
The one
thing.
to the other side of me.
Okay.
There you go.
Anything else you're doing on your turn? Your action.
See, we're all getting jumped by the bot.
I'm just gonna move. Actually, I'm just gonna stand right here and just wait. Do I still? I was my action, right?
Yeah, that was your action.
Yeah. So then I'm just gonna hang out.
Maybe 30 feet away.
Okay.
Ice
This
skate.
one,
Ice skate.
seeing you steal her away, just kind of
Oh, on our speed, you were lagging
bleats out a
straight out.
little goat noise, and then he's gonna kind of run around the edge, and you can see that he is holding
Thank God it's
a
bot.
primitive little sling,
Oh, what a
and
dickhead!
he's going to whip it at Kyle. Kyle, what's your AC?
My AC, I believe, is 16.
That bot should
Okay,
Yep.
so
put a gun
he
to the
kinda
back of your head.
bleats out, "Die, metal man," and then flings out this kind of pings off your plating, and it does absolutely no damage at all.
I'm going to fuck him up.
And then
Which
this
one was
next
he?
one-
Wait, was it this one or
one.
this one?
Yep.
Oh, he's
That
gonna be
one,
the
yeah.
first one to go.
Just use the Kamehameha.
Yeah, I'm like,
This one
oh,
gonna rush forwards.
you fucked with the wrong Tin Man.
How are you guys using that pinging thing?
You just hold down.
Yeah,
Uh,
just
your
hold
left
left click, and then it will
Oh.
ping with your color, and you can choose your color. It's right next to your name. If you click on it, you can pick a color. And so that one will run up next to you, Grimlow, and kind of making bleedy goat noises again. He runs forward, and he just kind of snaps his jaws at you, and you just kind of edge him back with the halberd, and he doesn't push further.
Oh, are you still like one health?
Rasmus,
Still
it's
like
your
one
turn.
health? Yeah. It
I'm
lags
gonna,
out
like,
like that for me too.
Pull out my hunting knife with the symbol of Thylia and just like hold it up in front of me.
Wait,
Just like beat
hold on a second, Hunter.
But we should ice
Alright.
that.
Okay, sorry, what?
So I'm gonna pull out my hunting knife that has my symbol of Thylia on it, just holding it before me, just chanting, "Move up to stand here."
Don't worry, we're sticking to
There'll
the
be more of a
ice.
barrier for the girl, and I'm going to cast with my bonus action, Healing Word on her. She will
Okay.
regain.
I was about to say.
So she gains 7.
How the
7 hit.
turntables turn.
7 hit points.
Yep, she gains 7.
Okay.
And then with my action, I'm going to cast Bless on my 3 companions.
Okay. So holding your hunting knife and
Actually, they don't actually turn out.
saying holy words to Thylia, kind of hold out one hand towards her, and you can see some of her bite marks, and sort of like where these goatlings have torn into her. You see them start to close up, and the blood stops flowing, and she starts to stand up straighter and breathe less heavy. And then with your other hand, you sort of wave it.
Except
And
me,
you can-
would be nice, though.
The rest of you guys can kind of just feel this like wave of
But, yeah.
pleasantness really kind of wash over you guys, and confidence. Anything
We're
else,
gonna go to the
Rasmus?
beach and grab the boat.
Nope, I'm just going to stand with my shield between her and the goatman.
Okay, it's Asher's turn.
And you are all blessed. I have it in the chat.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag
Run
blessed.
Run over the
there.
Okay.
Just nukes.
Whirlwind. What?
I am going
Is that the
to.
Eye of Sauron?
No, it's like an aura.
Oh.
What are you doing, Ben?
It's
Rage.
and it's not on me.
He's getting angry.
You're gonna rage.
Yeah.
Okay. Make or roll me a d20.
And
Come on,
Asher
get that crit,
has-
get that crit, get the crit, get the crit.
This isn't the attack.
Asher
Oh.
also is
18. Okay. Now, what are you gonna do?
as I said I would do. I'm gonna swing with my great axe.
Okay, make your attack.
I thought you were gonna say of course, but
Maybe
On
this
a-
would be a good time for him to go full demon.
alright, boys, get in.
Okay, that'll hit. So, and then you have an extra point of rage damage, right?
Let's try to.
Extra 2. Okay, so yeah, you rush forwards around that one that's already there and just get stuck straight into the thick of it. You rush forwards, just big broad swing with your great axe and just immediately cut one down, and it just collapses to the ground in front of you, cutting off its ugly bleeding laughter. It is dead.
Oh, damn.
They are not very strong.
Let's fuck them up.
Anything else you're doing on your turn?
I saw
Ben?
the building.
That's it.
Okay. This one, seeing that, this one
Nice.
just kind of hangs back, seeing you strike down that other one. He just kind of bleats and just kind of blasts out these insults, just yelling at you. Hey, pale boy, why don't you go out in the sun once in a while? You feel them like
Hey, fuck you.
laced with this fey magic. So make me a wisdom saving throw.
No.
Oh boy.
They nerfed my
I'll try to get better at the insult. That one wasn't very good.
Oh, it's vicious
Get some
mockery.
better ones. There's like a
Legit-
list of suggested,
Every-
but they're not very good either.
If anything, bad
hell
insults
boy.
make me angrier.
Oh,
Add-
okay.
Add your D4.
Oh yeah, do your D4. Do your D4. With your D4, no matter what, you'll pass. Okay. So yeah, you feel that kind of pull at the
At your
try to pull
heartstrings.
you deeper into a rage, but you manage to maintain control. And now it is Sire's turn.
My turn?
Yes.
This guy. This guy right there.
Okay.
Mine goes like right here. I'm doing
Okay.
melee this time.
Do it.
Wait.
Fuck.
You have a D4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do your D4.
It's worth waiting.
Hey.
What you got?
That's it.
So that
14,
was
that will
a
hit.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 damage. So you rush forwards and just kind of remembering that weak little throw. Even though he's still sitting there bleeding with laughter, you run forwards, just stab him straight through the heart with your spear, lift him up off the ground, and his laughter is just completely cut off. You just kind of throw him off the spear, and he does not get back up.
fuck yeah. Oh, these guys are about to get fucked.
And then this one,
I'm a god among men here.
remind me what your AC is?
16.
Okay, so he's gonna rush forwards and try to just sink his jaws into you, and they just kind of pong onto your metal plating again, and
I am a god among men.
like kind of just
Goats.
stumbles back. Although goats do like tin cans, so you better be careful. This
About to
one,
fuck him up.
I'm just gonna move this one out of the way, that corpse, because this one is gonna run literally right over his corpse and just lunge at Asher. Remind me of your AC, Ben? Oh shit, never mind. That hits.
18.
So he runs forward, just swinging his claws and jumping straight onto you, and just pulling your hair and pulling at your legs and limbs, and you are grappled.
Okay.
So he is just gonna.
Oh no.
He's just constantly like pulling at you and pulling at your hair and just like being very obnoxious. And it is Grimlo's turn.
I'm gonna. This is Sparta kick.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go. right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. This is Sparta kick. This one.
Are you making a melee attack, like an unarmed?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me.
One
I
time.
forgot how to roll unarmed. Isn't
So
that just a d20 plus?
yeah, so
strength?
just roll the d20, and then I think I kind of. Oh, I can't remember if you're proficient in unarmed.
It doesn't really matter. I got 12 plus my strength is 4, so.
Yeah, so that'll hit.
And then what did you roll for damage? D6? Plus anything?
Damage is just your strength modifier, unless you have something that gives you a damage die.
Nope.
So what is your strength modifier?
4.
4. So you do 4 damage. So yeah, run forwards. Just lift one powerful dwarven leg and just slam it right into its chest. And it just kind of scrambles backwards. And you can tell that you felt the bones crack under your boot.
Is it not dead yet?
It is not quite dead, but it's like definitely has at least, you can tell, broken ribs because it is struggling to breathe.
Kind of. Okay, never mind. It'd be a waste.
Okay. Oops, I forgot to remove that one. It's dead. And then this one is going to rush forwards, make his wisdom saving throw. That is still active on her, isn't it? Oops, I accidentally put that.
Yeah.
Go with that, I guess. Looks like a chastity belt.
Yeah.
That's what it is. We broke up the
Wisdom.
Piper Perry meme. He said, not today.
Yeah, it failed.
We're not
So-
here to mix.
Then it is going to try to target Rasmus. Attack.
All right.
And your AC is... Oh, that'll hit. So it kind of rushes forward, acts like it's going to bite at the girl, but at the last second, you kind of see it reel its head back and then just turn and lock eyes on Rasmus. And it lunges forwards, and it kind of grabs onto your shield and manages to just kind of yank it out of the way and just sink its teeth right into your arm. And you take 7
I
points
hit
of
a
damage.
headshot, and he's just like,
That's a lot of damage.
oh, on my skin it was
Not too bad for a shitty goat man. And it
Yeah.
is your turn, Rasmus.
All right. So I'm going to. Also, I need to maintain a concentration check to maintain my blast.
Yes, you do need
Dude,
to
I'm
do that. Thank
lagging
you.
so hard. Dude, I'm lagging.
15
My
is
game is fucking...
saving throw, and I need 10.
It doesn't show me people moving. They just kind of teleport and just have to spray.
16. So I can't remember exactly what the DC is for that.
It's if the damage is less than 10, it's 10. Otherwise, the DC is however much damage you took.
There's one
Okay.
road and
So
one town.
yeah, you pass then. Pretty easily.
Yeah, it gets really sketchy once you get up to like 50 damage per turn.
Yeah. That's
You have to roll an
They
F20.
actually have
yeah,
to
that's not really possible otherwise.
So I'm gonna move up
They
around
wouldn't pay
behind.
taxes because
so
they
that
would just go
caught between
because
me
people are like,
and
wow,
the,
international waters, motherfucker. And then they're like,
use
that's
that
not how
to
that
try to
works.
get advantage.
Like, it would literally be like
Um,
outside the bay.
I don't know if it counts with her. If she's actually
yeah, I don't know, because she's not really a combatant in this situation.
Either way, I'll force it to turn itself around so it can't attack both of us at once.
Okay.
I'll take a swing at it with my quarterstaff. And does it have any? Is it just a regular roll?
Yeah.
Well, I will roll my d4, but I don't think it'll do anything.
Wait, say that again? Yeah, what about it?
Natural 4. It's automatic hit.
That does not hit though. So yeah, running around, feeling the sting on your arm, swing your quarterstaff, and it manages to just kind of duck under it.
I'll be like, all right. $15.
That was 3 on the d20 and a 1 on the d8.
Okay.
Yep, that's the turn.
And it's Asher's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna kill the one that's pulling at my hair.
Okay, do it.
Wow.
Hey, buddy, sent me a video like that.
What'd you get? 21. That all hit. So yeah, it's sitting there,
Also-
kind of pulling at your hair. What was that, Hunter?
Also, I just realized I can't actually roll d4s because I'm not blessed. I only blessed my 3 companions.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Ben, you don't have to do that.
Now it's a 25 to hit, just to be extra swanky.
Yeah, serious. So yeah, it's like sitting there pulling at your hair, kind of pulling at your legs, just grabbing at your arms, and you just kind of grab it by the throat, just sink your great axe right into its side, and it just kind of gradually stops moving, and you let go of it, and it just collapses to the ground,
Okay.
dead.
It doesn't even show up on my screen.
If I can, I want to try and move up here, and I don't know if I can kind of like push her behind me.
Yeah.
Or not. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not much
That's
better
what I'll
off.
do.
Okay. This one is just going to try to stumble away from Grimlow, so it's going to disengage and then just kind of try to retreat back into the
Oh, you
forest.
son of a bitch. How much movement speed does he have? What the fuck?
It's 30. Sire's turn.
So I'm gonna go for this guy.
Okay.
Better not hope. Swear to God, it's dead now.
Okay, that'll hit. So yeah, this one, its kind of eyes are drawn to the one running away, and as it turns its head, turns out to be a big mistake. You just, with a good solid thrust of your spear, stab it again straight through the heart, and it just collapses dead.
Justice.
You guys might level up from this. So that one's dead. That one's dead. Ooh, just gotta clear out the initiative order real quick. Okay, now it's Grimlow's turn.
Yay! I'm gonna chase after this one, so I'm gonna go. This is 25, yeah. So I'm gonna go 25 here,
How did you die?
and then I'm going to.
Did you steal my kill?
I'm gonna grapple it by its horns.
Okay. Make a, grapple attack.
That's just another athletics check, right?
Yeah.
22.
22? Yeah,
Gotta
that's
keep you safe, Alex.
yeah.
That's your D4.
That's
There's
true.
enemies
Well, no,
around.
he
She can't
doesn't
see.
get d4s on those.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah.
just
It's an attack roll.
Oh, it's an attack roll? Well, in that case,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Oh,
D4.
fucking
A grapple is like a type of attack.
Guys,
natural one. Alright, so it's 23. That works, right?
Yeah, so you've got him by the horns. He's trying to, kind of stumble away from you, holding his chest,
there it
and
is.
as he is, you just charge behind him. Dwarves are natural sprinters,
Oh,
and you just grab him
I
by
see
the
now.
horns as he's trying to get away.
Cruising.
Come on,
I'm
boys.
wasted on endurance.
Hey, Nick,
That's
I
all I
didn't play
can
this
do.
battle very well.
Okay, and this one similarly.
Dead ass.
Don't think if it. Hold on, I can't remember. If you disengage, does it disengage you from everybody you're fighting, or just one
Yeah.
person?
It's everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, it. Okay, no opportunity attacks. So this one's going to also disengage and try to run off in this direction.
Might roll that lose.
Where the fuck is he going?
They're just going to scatter. Rasmus, it's your turn.
Cover me, I'm gonna run and grab some ammo.
Seeing that Asher has the girl well and protected, I will
Oh, fuck.
move. Not in how many
Oh,
more
shit.
of them there are.
Grenade!
I'm not wanting to get ambushed. I'll move up. Make sure this one can't get away.
Okay.
Beat his ass.
Alright.
Asher? Or wait, Rasmus, are you going to attack?
Yeah, I'm taking a swing at it.
Okay, do it.
Yeah!
Not
Nice.
a natural, but that should do the trick.
So running up behind it, chasing after it, sort of a "oh no you don't" kind of attitude.
Can I endeavor to just knock it unconscious instead of killing it?
Oh yeah, no, you can totally do that.
All right.
Yeah, so running up behind it, you just bonk it right on the side of the head, and it just kind of falls over to the ground, but you can see that it is still breathing.
All right. Sweet.
I believe the rule for that is that it drops to 1 HP, but is unconscious. There, we'll do that. Now this one can't go anywhere, so it is just try to Grimlow's grapple. And that's a very high escape DC.
Wait, do
Yeah,
I
no.
roll strength?
I don't think you have to roll again, but I
Okay.
can never remember if you have to roll again or not. I don't know. It doesn't say necessarily.
It's however you want to do it.
I don't know. I mean, with a 26, it's not going to get any. So, yeah, it's not getting out of that. So, yeah, it's just going to try to wiggle against your grasp, but it can't really do anything because you got it by the horns. And now it's Sire's turn.
Don't kill him. Do not kill him. I'm going to question him.
It is.
Yeah, but it's going to... My questioning is probably going to involve him actually end up dying, which we're probably going to need the other one anyways. Kyle, or Sire, I'll beat you to death with this dead corpse. No, he's got 1 HP. Kyle, I swear to. You think I won't beat your ass and steal all your possessions right now?
Companionship oath.
Yeah, you guys swore your
companionship
oath.
You can't shoot him. Yes, he's
Which
got
one?
1 HP.
I knocked it unconscious.
It's kind of bleeding.
Yeah.
It's just took a foot to the chest since all his ribs are shattered. Dear God.
Oh, never mind. It is on 0 hit points, but it is stabilized.
All right. And if not, I have spare the dying as a cantrip.
Wait, do we have to continue combat?
No, it's not really resisting, so we just end combat.
I'm
There's
just
not really
gonna
any point.
drag him into the center here,
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna bring this one over as well. Just move it.
and
Okay.
then I'm gonna ask him, what did you want with the girl?
A snack, a meal.
Who sent you?
It's none of your business.
I'm gonna make a strength check to rip his horn off.
Okay.
We should
Make
we should
me
actually
an
route the
athletics
horn.
check.
Hold
We should
on,
actually
this
route the horn.
is how I do it. 18
Yeah, okay.
plus 4.
Oh yeah, +4. Roll your d4.
3. 21.
Okay, so I mean, you just kind of grab one hand or put one hand on one horn.
My
You just
boot on the
grab
other.
the other one, and you just start kind of bending them in different directions, and you just feel him start to kind of squirm, and then he starts to kind of shriek in pain. You just feel one of them start to crack, and it just snaps completely off, and he just like kind of starts fluttering and stops shrieking and acts like he's gonna pass out as kind of blood starts to pour from where his horn used to be.
I'm gonna hold it. Alright. What did you who sent you?
He's like passing out. He's like,
I'm gonna Yeah. Stabilize him. Heal him.
Heal him up, yeah.
I'll wait. Guys,
He's not dead yet. No.
guys.
Oh,
hey,
actually, he was at 1 HP, probably. So, okay, so he's stabilized.
Can I wake
if
him
I-
up? Give him a couple slaps on the face.
If I may,
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have a more humane way to do this. And
No,
quicker as well.
no. We've already started.
It's much like
Listen, this is how I used to do it back in the day. This is how we're gonna do it now. Just can I wake him up again? Give him a couple
Yeah.
slaps on the face.
Yeah, so you kind of slap it a couple times and it
I'm
kind
gonna
of
hold his horn in
startles
front of his
awake.
face and say, "Who sent you?"
You kind of hold it in front of his face. It's like, ah! Says
say anything?
Demetria. Yeah, he was like screaming. He says, Demetria, the lady.
Who is she?
oh, we know her. That's the
Oh.
one who's about Asher's past and my past.
Oh. What does she want with the girl?
She wants them for the ritual
What ritual?
and to make them like us.
You were once a children?
Mm. He's not really sure what
You were once a human then. A human, baby?
No. I'll make them one of the mothers.
What does that mean?
They take the girls and they turn them like us and they become our mothers.
So they have you?
Yes.
So you're raping children?
He says, I do it in the service of Lutheria.
I'm gonna beat him to death with his own horn!
Okay. Make me an attack roll. With, I don't think you're proficient with improvised weapons.
So what is that? He's pinned on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, you can have advantage.
Hell yeah.
He's definitely restrained.
D20. I roll. 6. Okay, with advantage. D20. 17.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely going to hit. So, I mean, that horn's definitely worth a strong D4. Doesn't matter anyways, because whatever you roll is going to kill him.
Yeah. Beat him to death with it.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you just start. What did you roll for damage?
Oh,
Go ahead and do it, just so we know how bad you beat him to death.
4! Natural 4!
Okay, so you
Plus
just
strength.
yeah, plus your strength.
Oh, 8!
8. So yeah, you just holding it, and you just kind of lift it over your head. You just start beating him on the head with it, and he already didn't have much life left in him, and it doesn't take long before the last of it disappears, and just kind of continue to smash his head into a pulp. And he's definitely completely dead. There's not coming back from that one.
I'm gonna chop his head off with my halberd.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna ask Sire to help me wake up this next one.
Hey, hold on a moment.
What? It's obviously an effective technique.
You didn't get anything good. We need to
Yeah?
ask about the We need to ask about the horn that they stole as well. We need to ask
Oh.
where Demetria is.
Oh. Alright, wake this one up, Sire. No, he's already spared. He's already alive. Slap him. Give him a little tap. Open hand, front side,
Can I?
and then just give him a couple pop pop. Nothing hard. Alright, can I just give him a couple like light kicks in the ribs?
To wake him up?
Yeah.
Yeah, like not necessarily damaging, just like, okay.
Yeah. Just uncomfortable.
Yeah, so just kind of kicking him, half nudge, half kick in the ribs. He kind of
I wanna grab him by
startles
the horn.
awake.
Can I
Okay.
do something?
Yeah,
What
go
are
ahead.
you gonna do, Hunter?
I'm just gonna turn to Asher and ask him, like, can you shield the girl from this? I don't like the direction things are going.
Sorry.
And And
So
then I will
you
turn.
you
and I will-
turn to her though, and she is not scared anymore. She is standing up strong and tall, and she's just kind of watching this with a determined expression.
I'm gonna go make sure that this one ends perhaps a bit more humanely. I don't think I can stop them from killing, but perhaps not so brutally. And maybe I can get us some answers. Then I'm gonna go over and I'm going to join Grimlow. I'm gonna say, you ask him the questions you want. I have one spell. I can command him to answer you honestly to at least one thing. So make it.
Okay. What question? Where's the horn, or where is Celia?
Celia.
I think
Or what her name is? What is her name again?
Demetria.
Demetria.
I think as important as Demetria is, the horn is our purpose in coming here.
Okay.
I think as long as we keep here long enough, we'll find Demetria if this is anything.
Okay.
While you
now
guys are discussing this, he's kind of just like squirming in your grip, kind of darting his eyes back and forth between you guys.
Listen here, you little bitch. You stop moving, or I will beat you to death like I did your friend.
He just doesn't even. Or he just completely freezes, sees his friend's corpse, and just freezes.
Okay. So do the truth spell.
Well, you have to ask him the question first.
Oh.
It's not a truth spell per se, it's I can command him to do something.
Where's the horn?
As he asks that, and as he's yelling at it, I am going to cast the command, and I'm going to say honestly.
Okay. So. What is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is, I believe, 12.
12. Okay. So this kind of
Worth a
your
shot.
voice booms when you say honesty, and you just see it kind of pierce his soul, really. And he says, "The horn, we stole it. It's in the temple with the lady, Demetria."
What temple?
Down the path, farther, and down the stairs inside.
How many guards does she have?
Many, many like us, and a great one.
Is there any secret way to get in there?
He kind of resists the effect. Let's see.
How much
Try
health
to
does he have?
resist the effect. He has 1 hit point. He is basically dead.
I'm gonna grab his friend. I'm holding his friend's head by the one horn that's left, and I'm gonna hold it over my head and act like I'm about to hit him with it.
Okay, make me an intimidation check.
Luckily, I'm proficient in the intimidation.
Kyle, why do you keep sending me this?
What the hell? Why is my intimidation always so shit?
So you say that, but he kind of actually, being the cruel little bastard he is, just chuckles at his friend's head.
Okay, can I make an attack to be non-lethal? Again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna smack him in the face, non-lethally, with his friend's head.
Okay. It just kind of stops his laughter.
I'm going to gently scratch the goat man within an inch of his life.
You're gonna gently what?
Nothing. Making fun of Andrew.
Okay.
Okay, so now he's not laughing.
No.
Okay. Where is the secret entrance?
In the main room, there's a hole in the floor. Only small ones will fit, though.
Well,
How small?
Like me.
What about like me?
Too big.
Calling me fat?
And he kind of chuckles. Yes!
Anyone have any more questions? No?
I have nothing.
I'm gonna beat him to death with the head. Intimidate
Okay.
or initiative rolls. Let's go, boy.
He's dead. he's dead. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna look at the chat right now. He's dead.
Ha! I kill him first with the head.
So
What?
first he turns to ice. First he turns to solid ice, and then he gets smashed by Griblo, and it shatters into a million tiny pieces.
Wait, real quick. Before I leave the body, I'm gonna look at Sire and be like, "Oh, look, I found something," and I'm gonna say, "Catch," and throw the head at him. To him, not at him hard, just like up to him.
Just like toss it to him.
Yeah.
Okay. So the girl now kind of tugs on your sleeve, Asher, or arm, I guess. The drawing of you has a short sleeve shirt on. She kind of pulls at your shirt, and when you turn around, she says, "Are you going in there?"
Going into the temple?
Yes.
Yeah, we've kind of got to.
We have no choice.
She straightens up and she says, "I'm going with you."
Are you sure that's a good idea? You just came running for our help.
They have my friends in there. Yes, we were on our way to a party, and they lured us in here. Demetria.
Oh God.
She promised us fame and beauty and wealth. No one can resist her charms. She has a way with words and makes everyone fall in love with her.
Have you ever experienced
do our
combat
best.
before, though?
No,
And
but
so
I've been
don't you
hunting with
think-
my father.
Okay, and do you have a bow?
No.
What service do you think you would provide us? in this?
Kyle.
We don't.
It doesn't matter. I'm coming with you.
If we have to stay back to protect you as well, it could get in the way of our being
Fucking
able to
Kyle.
actually save your friend.
Sorry, what were you saying, Hunter?
Damn it, Kyle.
God damn it,
First of all,
Kyle.
Kyle, you are a sick bastard.
You disgust
Motherfucker.
me.
Second,
How old are you?
guys,
No. No, last
No,
I
he kind of
checked,
is though, actually.
Warforged are much older because they're from a way back in. They were made as weapons in the. You're 4 years old.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Hunter?
I'm speaking to the girl, and like, if I have to like get about with eye level with her, either by bending over or dropping to one knee, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Child, if we have to devote our time and abilities to protect you while we're in there, as well as resisting her charms, it could make it more difficult, if not impossible, for us to save your friends.
Make me a persuasion check.
Alright. Am I able to cast guidance on myself before doing that, or should I just go?
No, you just got to do it.
Yes. Alright, I'm really bad at these. Come on, 20.
So she knows. Hold on, shut up, Kyle. She knows that you mean well, but she just kind of shakes her head, and refuses.
Can I give some tough love? Before Kyle gives her rough love?
Oh yikes!
God.
No, not yet. Corinna.
I don't think
Okay.
it's such a great idea to send this 16-year-old girl back to the city through this forest that we've been traveling through for 5 to 6 hours.
If she comes with us, she will certainly be in danger. If she goes
And
back on her own,
die.
there's only a chance she'll be in danger. And she says she knows these forests. She's hunted with her father.
Can we not just have her hide somewhere here for now until we get her friends?
I don't believe.
These
I
little
don't think
goat
she would
men can
consent to do
sniff
that.
fucking
She's.
out. They smell the virginity.
And she strikes me as a very strong-willed individual. She is.
Alright.
She will do what she thinks is right.
Can I give her a? Can I put a bronze chest plate on her?
It probably won't fit, and she's definitely not proficient with it.
Oh.
Okay, so
but all that,
I vote we
think
take
all
her
that
with
really
us.
means, if she's not proficient, I think that just means. Oh, what does that mean? I can't remember. What are you? So you're trying to persuade her to go back to the city still? Okay. Make me a persuasion check.
God damn it.
Yeah, no. So she again just shakes her head. Andrew, you could give her a breastplate, and she can put it on. She will have disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, attack rolls, and she can't cast spells.
Wait. Well, how come? Oh, she's not proficient.
No, I'm
She
just
is
gonna
not
give her a
proficient.
dagger.
Because I was trying to say it doesn't take strength to wear.
No, she's just not proficient in any armor.
I'm gonna give the dagger.
Okay.
I open
She's definitely not proficient in Morning Stars.
What
I
about a
open my
short sword?
bag and hand her my dagger and my healing potion. And I tell her,
That's right.
we're gonna go in there.
Yes.
Oh, do we have a crossbow? Oh, so yeah, I give her the crossbow.
Okay.
I still
you-
do give her the healing potion.
Okay. She kind of holds it and looks at it because
I'm gonna strap her up with a
what is this?
chest plate and some
Give
shin
her-
guards.
Can of body spray. I have my.
Yeah. Some kind of bow? They don't have crossbows here, Kyle.
Do you know how to use a longbow?
She kind of confidently shakes her head and says, okay.
Wait, do you know how to use a
And now I'm
longbow?
gonna give her my dagger too, actually, since I don't think she can reload it.
Okay.
This
And she doesn't know anything about them.
can wait. Do you know how to use a longbow?
She can use a short bow. She can use a long bow, but she's not proficient. I've been hunting with my father.
As long as a crossbow like this will do most of the
Yeah, it's
work for
good.
you. As long as you can aim and shoot, you should be fine.
I can do that.
I have seen Sire
You
use
stay
it
behind us.
quite effectively.
You stay like at least 30 feet behind us.
All right, let's
If you
quickly
feel-
loot the bodies. to see
Kyle,
if
I'm
they're
only
not-
18.
Okay.
And if you feel in any danger, just call
Okay.
out. I provide healing and support for this group. Just stay near me, and I can make sure that you're.
Okay. She says, okay. And then as you kind of turn around, she says, thank you.
You're welcome. We'll do our best to save your friend.
No, they're not carrying weapons. They're not really carrying anything. They are just smelly, disgusting little creatures.
I'm gonna grab the one's head I had and keep it.
I have a thought.
Okay.
How much experience do we get from?
I will check, but you guys probably leveled up.
Yeah.
You only need 70,
I have a feeling that I did not.
You need 70?
right? Is that accurate?
I can't remember.
I have 843.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got the 13 that Ben didn't.
Let me double check.
Yeah, we need 50. We only need 57.
57.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys definitely leveled up. You each
And then
get 75.
And Ben only needs 70, I believe. So, right?
But we get 75.
Yeah, you each get 75.
So now we're at 918.
Yep.
So you
That's a
guys
level up.
all leveled up.
Quick.
So
So
will
that'll
it?
take me to-
Oh, this is a big level to do too.
Mine will
Yeah.
be pretty fast.
I almost think we should stop here, but this is going pretty well. I don't know, because
Oh, Ben.
I don't know. Oh, Ben, how do you have so much left? Oh, because you didn't fight the swords.
Combat. Yeah, I was interrogating the other guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, Kyle has to craft a bunch of shit.
I get everything.
Okay, so it's up to you guys. I don't know if we really have time, because Hunter, what time is it's like 4:15, right?
It's Megan will be here soon, and my dad gets in town at 5:15. He's gonna be early.
Yeah, so we probably ought to just do our level ups and then save the rest for next weekend or next week. Which
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's not this session, but the one after, or it's not this weekend, but the weekend after we can play in person, except for Andrew,
It's true.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip.
Okay.
Andrew
Okay,
can never
yeah.
play in person. Oh yeah, he played at my house.
That was a good time.
Maybe since it's only one person, we can video you in.
I don't have a webcam.
Oh,
Oh.
well, we can have a camera at least. We can probably do that. So yeah, we can probably just stop there for now. I am actually going to give you guys control of Corinna.
I'm
Natalie,
planning
when do you
to
want to go
drive
back to
home.
Gresham?
I don't like the Archmancer.
For Thanksgiving. The week. You
Oh yeah,
That's my
I
second.
deal an extra D4 from now on. Yay.
My second level up in gold where I rolled an 8.
Okay. Either way. I would not do Character Mancer, Kyle. Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this real quick. Just give me a second, Kyle.
What the heck?
Alright,
Dude.
I have acted.
At level 15, when I hit a crit, it gets a bonus damage equal to my level in the class. So starting at 15,
Yeah.
it'll be normal crit damage plus 15.
Oh shit,
Yep.
Kyle,
Yeah.
does your magic thing, does it ignore the loading property on crossbows? It does. And it specifically says ignore the loading property on crossbows.
That means you don't have to pull it back even.
Yeah, it ignores the loading property. Okay.
It just automatically, you just pull the trigger. It's like a semi-automatic crossbow.
So that's cool. So Corinna.
Suppressing fire, just sitting there pulling the trigger all the time.
Yeah, I will end Craig. Craig.